What's the color?
I'm loading
Aha.
in now.
It was Karibo.
That's really bad. You should have kept Karibo in your hand for a special effect to activate. It's
I
not
think
the
I'm
time,
good.
you're a dumbass. Go to the shadow room.
Go
Go to the shadow room.
I activate Time Wizard. Heads or tails, baby?
Tails.
7.
What is that?
You didn't even fucking say time roulette go. Like Joey
Oh,
Willow.
fuck! I don't know
Yeah.
it! It was running heads.
Damn,
fuck.
What? Someone said my name.
So, we had Time Wizard and Joey Weewo, the two names
What?
said. What?
Huh?
Joey Weewo?
Yo,
Who?
we were.
Joey
Hallelujah.
Wow, we were.
Wow, Weewo? Hey chat, that's been us for the last 25 minutes while we're waiting for people to get ready.
Fucking hell.
How much of that?
That was a cold open.
The last
Oh.
minute. Definitely the Time
Awesome.
Wizard jerk. And the Lolly.
Oliver
It,
is the best open.
it started with the Karibo.
The Karibo. Oh no.
You better pay rent.
Jumping, I don't know why. Alright. Hey everyone, what's up? We just have to wait for people to get ready. It's all good. We'll be, if we can, we'll go longer than usual. Really depends on the people who need to go to bed. So, we'll see.
I actually have to
I wanna
leave
go
at
to bed.
8:31, so
That's fine, you could
Did
have told
they?
me. We could have played another game.
but I still go sleep.
Oh, we want to play some more,
Tomb of Annihilation?
Divinity Original Sin? Okay.
Tim Nuzlocke? Pokemon? Get more thing?
Pokemon?
Cobblemon?
Come on.
The music is jumping. Why is the
Soul
music
Link, but 4
jumping?
people?
That would be hell.
Hell.
I would do it. I would do it in a second.
I would also do it, I just know it's hell. 3 people has got to be bad.
4 is too many.
Just don't die.
4, you
What?
do a 2v2 race. If you do
am I with?
4 chain, it'll ruin. Ruin what
here's a-
happened.
You do shared life, where it's actually not 4 people where you all share the same life. It's that if my Pokemon dies, the person next in line loses the Pokemon, but I still keep mine. So instead, all you're doing is screwing over your allies
That's a battle.
and not helping.
That's a nice
Yeah, it's-
battle mode.
Yeah, it's first one to beat the end, but if I die, then I actually take out my opponent's Pokemon, not my own. So it's a race to suicide your opponent's teams.
That'd be a fun Nuzlocke race to do. Pick a game. Whoever beats the gym first gets to pick someone to lose a guy. Continue.
Fuck, that actually sounds based.
Anyway, we're back. We're ready. Welcome to chapter 30 of Guardians Rebirth Homebrew D&D campaign based on Isekai things. I'm gonna get it going, because it's going to be the finale for the year. We have plans, people are leaving their states. I don't want to do anything for 2 weeks. All the fun times. But yeah, let's get it going. Previously in Guardians Rebirth, our heroes continued their conversation regarding Z, opting to alert Vang of the situation. They then went to the castle early and chose to get some early drinks before the ceremony proper to loosen up. Hayato went and got a cool hat and staff. The ceremony was grand, with lots of guests, a band, and an air of regalness. The Sultan, Pura Markin, thanked them publicly for their actions against Akari and awarded them with a chest of coins, a deed to a nearby house, in Bevelle Manor. She then announced a celebration of victory across the city, offering food and drinks to the people. After said ceremony, the party arrived at the manor with Vang in tow, where they met with Maria Tinkerley, the gnomish housekeeper. Maria took them on a tour and then made her leave. Made her leave while the party talked to Vang about Z's situation, who promised to keep an eye on her. The party split their wealth amongst themselves and went out for the day, with Mayu buying cosmetics for their new bath, and Hayato spending money to get himself magic stuff? I don't know, I finished the sentence weird. And May and the general populace get... okay. And Hayato spent money to get himself, May, and the general populace to get wasted. Maya took Kaede inside, had a conversation about the situation they're in, and how the scenario didn't feel real, and how they were lucky to be there with each other. The rest of the evening was a blur, with only Kaede remaining sober. The next morning was alright for everyone but May, who had a very bad hangover, which was only worsened by the sudden visit from the Sultan. As Hayato went looking for his pants, the Sultan once again thanked the party for saving Marcanis and offered her door to be open to them whenever they needed, and will wait until the party's ready to tell them their story. After a brief conversation, the Sultan left and the breakfast was made for the party, with a clerical visit on the books for the day. And that's where we are.
Cool. So it's just after breakfast.
Or before, or during, or whenever.
Okay.
Breakfast adjacent.
It was actually like 5 minutes before breakfast. And after breakfast simultaneously.
Well, Hatter
But
finishes
not during.
eating.
I've not
Stands
heard
up.
of quantum
No.
breakfast.
Cracks his like knuckle. He leans into the big stretcher. He cracks his knuckles. All right. Well, if anybody needs me, I have to do some nerd shit. So I'll be in my room. Just walking upstairs.
I was wondering if maybe we could. I was just wondering what everyone's plans were for the next couple of days. She's saying this and she's not making eye contact with Haito at all. It's like she's trying to talk to him while like also not looking at him awkwardly.
I have a decent number of spells I need to copy into my spell book. 3 specifically. I'll be spending at least a day if people are okay with it. Because it takes several hours. It's very time consuming.
Do you reckon you'd all be okay with maybe just staying at least for another, like, today and tomorrow? There's something I'd like to do, and I think I just need most of tomorrow to prep it, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure we can make that work. I mean, we don't really have anything planned right now.
Okay, cool.
We still need to actually decide on exactly where we're going next, which I'm assuming will be a conversation for after he's done studying his book.
I mean, we can do that right now, but I feel like people have other tasks as well they want to do today. And also, I feel like if we're going to be deciding where to go next, theoretically, we could look at the quest board and see if there's, like last time, a job that can take us to somewhere else, and that can kind of help us point the direction we're looking to go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You want to?
I don't really have anything planned in the meantime. I don't know what to do in my spare time. Don't really have things I need to attend to, such as Haito does with maintaining magic. I might just wander around.
Cool. Can I come with?
Sure. It's not a
Awesome.
problem. I don't
She,
really
like-
have anything planned, I guess.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. She like has her plate like finished, just like carefully like cleans up her stuff, puts it like at the sink or whatever, and then just like fucking like grabs the stuff ready to go. Like she's itching to get out of this place.
Oh, alright. May, did you say you had something to do with me, not? doing
Yeah.
anything?
I'm gonna go visit the church and have a look around the shops.
Fair enough. Did you need us to accompany? I'm not really doing anything. I'm mostly just using this time just to almost like gather a bit more information just about the place. It's always good to know as much as about this location as we can.
You can if you want. I'm gonna have them check on Atsushi to see if they can see what happened to him.
Sure, tag along.
Say more the merrier. Let's go and we'll just make a day of it.
I'm probably just finish up with what I'm doing. Go get my stuff. I imagine I'm going to take long to get ready.
She's
Yeah,
like
fairly simple.
waiting at the door, like.
I imagine I was
Jesus
basically
Christ.
like ready to just pick up my stuff and go as soon as I like grabbed it. I like to think that Kaide's at least that sort of like prepared.
I just goes upstairs to his room after saying goodbye to everyone and starts copying spells into his spell book.
Like a nerd.
Like a fucking nerd.
Okay.
Look at nerds studying.
Yup, I have six. I have 6 levels of spells to copy into my spell book. That is a decent amount of time I'll be
Ooh.
spending.
It's almost like this dude's preparing for ATA.
Alright. So where is the trio going first then?
I'll go to
Imagine
the
the
church
church.
first.
Yeah.
Unless,
Say
yeah.
the super important thing.
Mhm.
Take me as lead mostly for now.
Hmm.
Okay, you all head towards the church. Boop, 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 boop. Let me make sure of what I'm saying. And if the music would stop skipping. No, I'm gonna switch root bar off and put it back on again.
You skipping?
Yeah, it's just pausing in the middle for no reason. Anyway,
How many jumps?
none. Not even a BLJ.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, as you make your way towards there, you see that, like, the city has, like, these two large pyramids. One, obviously, is the entrance to the Scarlet Labyrinth, and the other is domed with a red tip, which you've been to before, which is the Church of Avera,
Yep.
the Temple of Fire. As you go there, as you enter, you see that there are again a numerous amount of staff, and in particular, you have seen her before. The female Aarakocra, who is the Oracle. Ruby Crimsonclaw is off on the side doing their own thing. As they're sort of preparing for the day to start, there seems to be a small group of parishioners going in for a ceremony, and it's just finished, and everyone's packing up and moving things around.
Cool. I'll approach the female Aarakocra.
Yep. So you approach Ruby. Currently, she seems to be like looking at some piece of art that seems to be established on the walls, and is like checking if seems to be like a quilted tapestry. That's the word. And she seems to just be like eyeing it, seeing if there's something wrong, which you can't really see yourself. But as you approach, she quickly turns to you and's like, "Oh, good morning."
Hello. I was just wondering, and like she like looks around and like sees the other people in the church. Like, could we have a private moment?
Sure. Follow me. And she makes her way towards the back, where there is a door behind, like, this plinth in the middle that people read from and all that. She leads
Mary
you.
would be like, do you want us to come, or do you want to do this alone?
You guys can come if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Confessions.
away from public eye.
She leads you to like the priest preparation room, where there seems to be a decent amount of space. There's a large table, some chairs, a whole bunch of material for ceremonies and all that is like neatly stacked up on the shelf. As she sort of moves over to the desk and not sits in the chair, but like sits on it. How can I help you?
Yeah. You see, and she kind of like gestures to she. A while ago, there was an incident where some of the Demon Lord's army, took my friend Atsushi here and took over his mind. Like using some of their dark magic. We managed to get him back, but we worried that there's still some lingering effects. I was just wondering if you could check him, and maybe if you knew how to clear them.
One second.
No, and then just shoots you.
No, get out.
Get
It's
out!
fair.
Get this demon tiger out of my church.
What you call you weird? This tiger is normal right now. You just take your meds.
You're crazy, man. Start a banishment on you.
The tiger hasn't been here since the accident.
You fool! I now get this tiger for myself. I'll banish it back to the realm it came.
Before I agree to anything, I just want to make sure of what sources you've tried yourself. I'm unable to do anything such as identify, but detect evil and good maybe would help, but I'm not entirely sure. And if it comes down to the actual fixing of it, I don't think I'll. She sort of thinks for a moment. I might be able to try to remove curse, but really depends on if it is that and how far buried it would be.
Yeah, I did try those, but you're a much better cleric than I am, and I don't really find anything, so I just wanted to make sure. Like, yeah,
Okay.
I mean, maybe it did work, and maybe I did manage to fix him, but I don't know.
Well, if you want me to do the initial detect evil and good, it would require a donation of about 10 gold.
That should be easy. Where's my money? Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yes, of course. And I'll give her the 10 gold.
Oh, no, I misspoke, sorry.
100?
It'd be 20.
There's 100.
No, it'd be
Oh.
20. Sorry.
Did I say 10? I meant 1,000 gold.
No, I got the
Oh,
math wrong.
easy. Okay.
I got the math wrong.
100 gold.
1000.
I did
Alright,
math wrong. Yeah, 20 gold.
I got 20 gold.
Yeah, she, places, she seems to, sit in a little meditative pose for a little bit. As you do, you can all see that, her wings, and feathers that are connected to her body seem to sort of flicker flames, at the end of them, as she's casting magic. And as she does, her eyes, as she opens them, are glowing this very bright red, reminiscing of fire actually being within those eyes. As she's looking through Atsushi, and as she does, give it a thing. Oh. She looks, she's like, I do not deny anything. Well, I would be looking for something fiendish. There is, obviously this creature is a celestial, but other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything else, within him.
That's
Yeah.
good. Promising.
Maybe it's gone then.
When this happens, is there any different appearance of Atsushi throughout this? Is it does it look unintentionally he's trying to stop something, or just anything that might catch my eye in that sort of regard?
Atsushi, as soon as he entered this room, has laid down on the carpet all regal
Okay.
and shit.
Cool. Just
Best
wanted to see
boy.
if there was anything I could detect. It's all good. Yeah, Kade would just sort of look at it, the others a little bit relieved that nothing's been detected, but she's not fully convinced herself.
Yeah.
Well, with that, did you want me to do anything else, or? And she closes
I mean,
her eyes. It takes a couple seconds as she blinks, and then the fire seems to dissipate off, from the eyes and off her feather wings, feather tips.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not too much, if it's not too much trouble, I guess another remove curse might be nice, just to make super sure.
I need to have a look at one.
If that's if that's not too much of a burden for you. If you don't need it for other things you have to do today.
Let me have a look at cleric.
Yeah, I can come back tomorrow in case. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so she would have. No, I think. Okay. Yeah.
Indeed.
No, go away.
I don't know. It's just figuring out how multi-classing spells levels work. If it's like, oh, you gain the slots of a 6th level caster, but are you able to cast the spells at that level?
No, you prepare the spells based on your class level, not your whole level.
But you can upcast to that level.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, she would not have access to remove curse.
Okay. So I am a better cleric than end up.
I mean, probably.
Shit.
She's a cleric druid.
That's cool.
You're a better
okay,
cleric druid.
We cheat. It's so
Did we
unfair.
not? I mean, yeah.
Look, she can be cleric druid at the same time.
Yeah.
Yo, how can I do that?
Who knows?
What you should do, Kate? You should multi-class cleric druid and then also druid cleric.
It just ties those classes together, adds it together.
As she looks at that, it's like, well, the potency of my magic is quite high. I'm actually unable to cast that spell. Haven't learned it yet. Sorry.
Oh no, of course that's all right. I'm sorry.
Nothing that you could have known.
Yes, yeah.
By chance, is there anyone that actually can cast that?
I can have a look at one of the acolytes that are nearby. They might be able to assist you in this.
Mainly just wishing to cover all our bases.
She gives a nod. It's like, one moment, please, and then she steps out.
The acolyte that can do us on holiday. Sorry.
No, comes back a minute later with a human. They've been informed as he places his hand on Atsushi. As before he does so, she looks up. This would be a 60 gold donation.
I'll pay
All
that.
good. Okay. I'll at least pay some.
I'll
Are
pay
you,
that.
are you sure?
Yeah. What do I spend this on anyway?
Okay.
Trust me, this sort of stuff might be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can pay it.
It's fine.
As he places the hand down on Atsushi, his hand glows this very bright orange. It then pulsates a single time from his hand across Atsushi's body, waving over his fur. It glows slightly amongst the light emanating from him, and as it goes over his body in total, the hand is removed. And he's like, I've cast the spell. Hopefully whatever's missing is... hopefully whatever's there is gone.
Did it? I mean, obviously, like, people's magic, like, how they do it works differently, but did it seem like it had a different effect to, like, how I did it? Like if it was, more, potent or powerful.
You
Like,
seem to
successful.
do it. You can roll an Arcana to see if it was sort of cast at the same sort of level, if you want.
Or if it, like, an additional effect, like mine, if like mine wasn't flashy because it's, didn't actually remove it, but then his was a little more because it actually did the thing.
Yeah, go ahead, roll an Arcana check.
No, everyone knows that everyone's spells are flashy as fuck for no reason.
Well, apparently I actually have inspiration.
Yes.
So can I?
Yes,
I'll,
you can
I'll
use
use
it.
that.
No.
No, I don't think you will.
No, actually,
No.
no.
Oh god, it was almost another one.
As you watch, there doesn't seem to be any extra incantation or time prepared that an upcasted spell would do. It seems to be a base level of remove curse.
Okay. Thank you very much
Gives a bow.
for your time and energy.
He lives, and Ruby is just there. Like, it's no cause. That is our job here as healers, and it is much better than the last couple days have been.
Thank you for helping our friend.
Thank you for saving the city.
Like- Oh, anytime. She sort of like approaches us and she's like, "How you feeling, buddy?"
Tingly, but otherwise it's the same. Sort of stands up and shakes his fur as if he's like bathed, and like the little minor flecks of magic that are still on his fur like shake off.
Just like little red, like, particles.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, danger.
Shiny.
Not the corruption.
That'd be darker. Blue.
He goes up to Ruby and bumps his head into him like a cat wanting pets, and then turns back to May as if like, okay, what are we doing now?
She'll give him like a rub on his head. Be like, okay, thank you. We'll leave you to your duties now.
I will, before you guys leave, just to mention that a couple of you wanted to get her unshwasted because she's very much hungover.
Yeah,
Was
you're
that still a
good
thing?
point.
Was that still a thing you wanted to
Actually,
do?
yes. I think Maya would be like, "Oh, do you reckon I could maybe donate for someone to maybe help my friend just feel a little better? She had a rough night. I know
Oh,
it might seem frivolous, but
No, it's okay.
no, it's not okay. How much would you like me to donate for lesser restoration?"
A spell like that would be 40 gold. However, I am unwilling to cast such magic on a person who doesn't want it to, so unless your friend agrees.
Okay. Hey.
Let's change a spell. Create a new spell.
It'll make you feel better.
No. They shouldn't have to waste up lesser restoration just on this.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. We need to get you lots of water. Lots and lots and lots of water.
I mean,
Thank you
I already
anyway.
feel a little better after the breakfast.
Yeah, but greasy food is one thing. It's short-lived. You need something nice and fresh, like water. Lots and lots of it. She's like going to like try and lead May to somewhere where she can have nice fresh water.
Yep.
Give
maybe
me will
fruit
allow
juice.
herself to be led.
Yes, you make your way over to. You take her to find more water, and you get her water. Unless she does
You're
not
like-
want water, and that's on her.
I mean, at that point, you're just stubborn. Like, no, I must suffer. And, like, as
I
we're
must
like
suffer
going
for
around,
my actions.
At some point, she's like, "Hey, May.
Hmm?
What's your favorite food?"
Oh, Yeah, it's a little weird though.
I'm interested. I don't judge. I eat weird food too.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't.
It's it's ramen with cheese.
Mm.
Yeah.
Are we talking like ramen, like cup ramen, or restaurant ramen?
Yeah, yeah, home cooked ramen.
Ooh. That
I mean,
sounds yummy.
it's the I mean, the best one is the when my dad makes it and he puts in like a minced beef. Oh, sorry, a hamburg croquette as well. Sometimes when if he has
Mm.
extra time, he'll put the cheese in the croquette.
Well, that sounds really yummy.
Okay, oh, thanks. Cool.
Does Atsushi like food? Or does Atsushi eat? I'm not even sure if Atsushi eats. Do you eat Atsushi?
I do not have to.
Do you like to?
Sort of like stand still for a minute of like, does he actually enjoy the concept of eating? Sort of like phrases you guys walk for a bit.
It wastes time, but
Sometimes it tastes
it does
good.
smell good.
Yummy.
Maybe. He seems confused at the question.
Get back to me on that one.
Okay. If you guys are all good with it, can you save the evening tomorrow night? Like, I don't know if you had any plans to go anywhere, but if we could just reconvene at home. Home, that feels weird. At our house, at our giant house. If we can
Oh yeah.
reconvene there tomorrow evening at some point, if you are going places, that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I didn't have any plans, but I'll make sure I'm free.
I
in
can move things around.
case the
What?
Yeah, he needs time to be able to, you know, move things around his schedule.
I think I can get that meeting pushed back.
I thought he was just saying you could move stuff. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
he's got a busy schedule.
Yeah. You roll
He
that
has-
ball.
He has to be subservient to me. Like, that's a lot of time. He does have some time for, like, you know, when he goes back with his mates in the Celestial Realm, but like that's like a once a week.
Oh,
kinda
did you
thing.
make him nap?
I did.
Oh, that's so cool. It hasn't loaded for me yet, but I can't wait to see it. I've been trying to get a theater in mind of it.
Hasn't loaded yet, but in my mind it looks amazing.
Yeah.
One day it will load. One day.
It doesn't, why would it?
And yeah,
My-
if you want to do that, Darren, go ahead. So good.
Easy. I'll subtract the golden out to save time.
Yeah, Mayu doesn't ask Kaide because Mayu has an idea of something that Kaide likes.
Yeah, Maya
So-
should already know.
Oh,
Oh, she's a
Really?
bad friend. Not kidding.
oh, my heart. No.
Kidding.
Tyler doesn't know. I'll say that right now for free. Mostly because we just don't really do.
I mean,
stuff out of
Maya knows that she's an amazing friend because I don't think Kaede knows.
Let me know when it's loaded, and then we'll talk.
Ooh, I see
Yeah, it's-
one room.
Not
It's more 0.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I've got the
One
room.
sec.
It's like one large room with some plants in the back and what looks like a dining room table and a fireplace, like a kitchenette.
Yes, that is a kitchenette for outside.
Oh, this is the exterior? That's cool.
yes.
Ah,
If I do this, that do stuff.
I accidentally minimized it. I don't know how to unminimize it because I don't know where the minimized things go.
It's a little circle
Although
which
we-
is here on the map.
You know,
gee,
it probably
I think-
did, but I'm fucking blind, so here we go.
Stream can see it. I think.
You know what? I'm gonna watch the stream.
Yeah.
On Twitch, I should be on that anyway.
That's a great room.
Sir, is
Mm.
it really still a room? Interesting. I share it with players. Someone free screen share me for a second so I can see what you're saying.
Yo, sure.
But yeah, we'll go through the house when
Oh,
he's
everyone
got it.
can see it.
I'm load now.
Click on the view's character sheet.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, okay, interesting. You see the thing
Oh, there. And there's and there's furniture.
Why?
That's not changing for Darian.
Isn't it? Oh. There you go.
Oh, there we go. A bunch of stuff disappeared over it.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright, yeah, alright. So, with Darian's suggestion for this campaign, we'll be trying out the Bastion things for
Okay.
2024.
Woo!
We'll just see
We don't
how
need
it
Bash in the
goes.
team though. We're pretty good with DPS.
You'll all be the owner. You will not have separate owners. No one person is going to be in charge of this place. It will be all on you. You'll unanimously decide on an action during Bastion turns, etc., etc. If you need the rules.
I vote for a democracy.
Do what you want. I don't care as long as you agree with it.
Democracy.
If you want to make everything a goddamn vote, that's on you. That's not me. I'm not going to participate in any of that.
I vote for a tyranny.
Ooh,
I
I'm with
vote
that.
for dictatorship.
But yeah, as this house is the exterior and the roof, there's a little grave there. You have room for a garden which you can grow things on, little tank for water, well, etc. On the on the bottom floor, this is what it looks like. You've got your 2 bedrooms next to the door, staircase up, bathroom over there, kitchen, dining room, laundry, what's it called?
Everything.
Pantry, and then yeah, your downstairs quarters, and then upstairs your 2 bedrooms, and your secondary bathroom. There are this is the kind of thing I know I said there wasn't like a bath up there, but now there is because I had space. And yeah, you have 2 rooms, which I believe both technically are like the highest level of rooms, but I'm gonna say the second one, the bottom one, is the one before. So one is like whatever it's called. Let me see. It's been a while since I read
One's
these
the
things.
fancy room, the other one's the less fancy room. But still pretty fancy.
One's like spacious. Sorry, I need to know. Yeah, so one's roomy, the bottom one will be, and the top one will be vast, even though I think they're technically both vast because of how much squares there are in each room.
Yeah, fair.
And if you want to read all that, here you go. You
And
just
then there's a
read the quick
3rd floor and a
arrows.
4th floor.
No, it's just the roof. If you want
And
there to
then
be a
a
3rd or 4th
sixth
floor, you have to
floor.
pay for that.
And then an 8th floor.
But that
So I
is
feel like it was from last session. I'm pretty sure it was Haito and Maya that took the top rooms because May went downstairs because she was not feeling very well and no one trusted her on the stairs.
Yep.
But well, and also she didn't even make it to the bed. So it was just
Kaede helped her.
mostly by default whatever the closest bed was.
Lovely.
I like the rugs. So I'm pretty sure as well from memory the furthest room was Maya's, furthest from the stairs, because I'm pretty sure like Aito took the first room he came across.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because the carpet has got pink or purple trim around it as well, so works out.
We
I
can't
like it. It's
actually
very
change
nice.
layers ourselves, can we?
No.
Okay. Just
I
making
think
sure.
it is very cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like how we have like stuff.
Oh yeah, we want to talk
Yeah.
about things and like organize what types of facilities we want to put into place.
But yeah,
Uh,
just because I came up and I
alchemy.
remembered.
I like it. It's
I
very
was
good.
prepared for last time, and I'm not prepared this time. Anyway,
Yeah, I feel like for the rest of the little walk around that we do, like Mayu doesn't really sort of bring up anything like much. She just kind of just hangs out in the group and just like talks to people about more normal mundane things.
okay.
For Kaede, I mainly just wanted to use a bit of time just to get to know, like, I guess, points of interests in this place. It's probably good to know, like, places where we can, like, train if we need to, like, areas that seem interesting to go to, like, maybe, like, the library for research, any particular, like, facilities and what you might need to use if you can't. Just basically, like, get the kind of lowdown of things, because there's, like, a proper time where we've not just been in the labyrinth or doing things quickly. And I don't want to just straight away go back into it, even though I kind of do want to go back into the labyrinth. But yeah, using this time just to kind of gather points of interests.
As you look around, there is, as you know, there's a very good the adventuring HQ. You can find a lot of things and people there if you need. You can requisite stuff from those places. The Scarlet Labyrinth, obviously, that one pyramid. Temple of Fire being the other one. With the major smith here is the Pyrosalt Forge. You've been to the Crimson Halls many times to get magic items and stuff. The Marcanus Market Square has a numerous amount of shops. And there isn't really any grand on its own library or anything but when you ask around, they tell you that there's a gem, or the castle you were at yesterday. You can go there and requisite to look and borrow books from the Sultan.
Okay.
That's cool.
What was the blacksmith called again?
The Pyrosalt Forge.
The Pyrosalt Forge. Pyrosalt, thank you. I know I had it written down somewhere, but I just wanted to have like a proper thing. Just in general.
No, good to know.
And the council can use to requisite stuff.
That's the forge we went to for my weapon, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
It would have to be, I believe.
Yeah.
Are there things like alchemical places to go to or stuff like that?
Yes.
Just from one look, yeah.
In the market square, you can basically find any sort of trader that you want. But yeah, there's no general I'm not gonna go list specific names of storms. It's just if you want to go some things, you go to the market. There's always things in the market.
And I guess my last question is there any place for us to do training outside of the labyrinth?
It depends on the training.
Yeah, I just wanted to know what sort of stuff we had here. If they were very culture centric, or they can kind of do whatever.
What centric? Sorry, brain.
Culture centric, just in general the area.
Yeah. Obviously, there's the place where the army trains. You can see if you can go in there to train any weaponry or athletics or dexterity. The castle has a couple of retainers on staff that aid in people wanting to improve their mental capabilities. And if you're looking for anyone that's sort of not affiliated with anything, you can try the guild.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I figure out most of this. Kaede's kind of just... I imagine she's trying to kind of gain a good layout, mainly for mental memory in case we need to go through these streets quickly, but also just trying to understand what could be needed where for certain people, if someone needs X, or if we're looking to do Y, where we go, who we go to. Not really interacting with anyone, mostly going off of looks and maybe brief, very very brief ask conversations, but not really interacting too much with people.
Yep.
How she interacts with a lot of other people is very surface level, so it's just that sort of stuff. And I guess like
Understand.
throughout the small conversations with like us, like she participates, but like something that maybe May learns very quickly is that Kaede isn't a huge talker in general. Like in these like Marn conversations, she'll jump in when like prompted, but like she doesn't go out of her way to ask something.
She doesn't initiate, she just like
Nah.
reacts.
But it's also not like a not wanting to or doesn't want to particular thing. It's just like she's just got her focus on other things.
Mhm.
If that matters at all to you.
I feel like if people do approach us and talk to us at all, like, and Kaede seems sort of like, you know, she's sort of not all that interested in doing so, I feel like Mayu would, like, take the forefront a fair bit, depending on how, like May is doing.
Maya
Like,
could
she'd sort of
probably
just be like the face.
Maya could probably pick up that the way Kaede does interact with people is how she would interact, like almost in a public, not facade or mask, but that particular way, versus with people that she's comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like, she has a like forward presenting, like, you know, way to speak, way to talk to people, like that is kind of polite and like, you know, detailed and all that. But then she keeps it brief is the main thing.
I have a feeling that was probably a lot of like our early friendship as well. It's just like Maya trying to crack through the freaking that facade.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it probably didn't take as long for you just due to circumstance and situation, but like, I imagine she still tried to initially keep that going.
The fact that Maya is just like, just kind of like a numpty, and like you'd try the thing and then it just wouldn't work because it's just be like, what the hell is wrong with this girl? She's like, where are her brains? Why is she asking me these weird questions? Why is she telling me that my hair looks nice? We've only just met. I'm confused.
Like, okay. But the dialogue tree is in my mind of what to like say next in response, and by that
Until
point I've
someone
figured
says we
out
should be
something. It's
best
already
friends.
completely different. Yeah.
You're like, I have exactly the thing. And she's like, we're best friends now. And you're like, what?
Okay, now I need to reset the dialogue tree.
It's like in a Telltale game where you basically always like pick the default like ellipses option because you took too long
Yeah.
deciding what to say.
Yeah.
We're best friends now. I messed up that interaction somehow, I guess.
I need to relearn to say.
But yeah.
Yeah, nothing too much from Kaede, I imagine.
Mm.
Yeah, well, if you guys don't have any particular shops to go to, May will walk around and pick up a couple things, like some. Like she'll try to find like some sort of like blue gemstone and a couple flowers that she thinks looks nice, and like some incense
I'd
or
happy to
any
help with that.
candles.
Yeah, you can get all that. The gem size will depend on how much you want to spend for the gem, obviously.
Yeah, just a little one.
Yeah, that'll be 10 GP for the gem, and then...
Yep.
Let me get incense and all that. So there was incense.
Yeah, incense, candles, and like some flowers if she can find them.
If I can spell it right, that'd be helpful. So yes, that's repellent. So yeah, 1 block is 1 gold for incense, and candles. A candle is you can get a group of 10 for a gold,
Okay, cool. So
but they're like plain white, normal candles. If you want like designs and like scented, it'll be more full one sort of deal.
sorry, that cut out. Just the plain ones are probably fine, but just out of curiosity.
Oh yeah, if you wanted like a scented or a different design, like if you wanted like a blue candle, that's like got like it's like a good candle. It's got like artwork and stuff on it. That'll be more, but like 10 plain normal waxen candles for 1 gold.
Actually, yeah. You know what? She actually no. I think she will take like one candle, but like a nice candle.
Yeah, that'll be like 2 or 3 gold. Depends on like if you want it super fancy or not.
It's only 3 gold. I'll up it.
Okay.
So that's 14 gold all up.
Yep. Sounds
10,
about
10
right.
for the gemstone, 1 for the incense, and 3 for the candle.
Yeah, it's 1 for 1 block of incense. So if you need more incense, it needs more. But yeah.
Yep.
14 gold sounds
Okay.
right.
Oh, yeah. And the flowers?
Oh,
Are there other flowers? I know there was that garden that had like the cacti and like one type of rose, but I
What's
don't
the
know if they
rose?
sell other kinds of flowers in the marketplace.
you go to the florist. They are kind of recovering from not being able to trade with anyone for a good couple weeks because of the thing. So they have they've obviously like they've gotten rid of anything that's like wilting. But yeah, your sturdier plants like your succulents, the roses that are here, some very red orchids, like they're available. Anything that's like in the city you can get here.
It's always the
Okay.
designers that get fucked over during war.
It's how trade works, baby. How war works in trade.
Poor interior and exterior designers just get shafted.
Okay. Yeah, she'll pick up like a succulent or 2.
Yeah, you can spend like a gold to get 2 or 3 little succulents.
All right. Cool.
Oh, and like
So,
bonsai
15
trees are
gold.
still there, like, because
Ooh, yeah, one of them.
they're like they can't like they're really hard to kill if you're not good at it. Forests
We will
typically
try.
good at it.
It's
Yeah, that'll be 5 for a bonsai.
Yeah, the 2 succulents and also a bonsai as extra.
Just rename Drew
5 for
Craft.
the
It's-
bonsai.
Draft of the
she's-
Green Farm.
Yeah, she wasn't planning on using a bonsai, but now she's seen a bonsai. It's like, I want a bonsai.
I've never done this before, but now I need to.
I hyperfixated this when I was right now. I thought my mom's was boring, but now I've got one.
I have been fixated on this at the moment I saw it. Right now.
Now it's my bonsai. Or our bonsai.
I think his name's Dazai.
I need to-
You know, I got struggle for someone. I'm happy.
Yeah, but Dazai belongs to Chuyu.
Based. Next.
Yeah. Anyone else doing anything?
I can't remember what musical instrument I am proficient in.
Did you not write one
Because of-
down?
I don't know if I did, but I
think
feel
I
like
wrote one
I
down.
think it was like flute. I'm pretty sure because I have a pan flute at some point, or
You had a harp, which is
Oh, I
like
think
the...
you may have
Oh, yeah, I
written it
had
down,
the-
but when the character sheets got moved over, it might have
Oh.
reset. I had one written down too, and I need to now rewrite it. I remember.
I'm pretty
roughly
sure
what
it was a flute. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I mean, that sounds... I think I vaguely remember you mentioning something about a pan flute.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that as well, and I know I had the lute. Was it a lute or a harp? That was a harp.
Up.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah, the
harp.
harp was the, like, special artifact.
Yeah, and I never actually used that, so that's all good.
you do magic flute.
Pretty sure it's flute. That's all good. Not gonna worry about that now. Anyway,
Spy
so
flute.
yeah, she's just window shopping and going in, and then she's sort of glancing around the market as well to get an idea of where like she can find things later on tomorrow on her own.
Yep.
But for the most part, she's just scoping out where to go in the morning.
Yeah, I think between the 3 of you, like especially like when May goes off to the different stores, leaving like because the market is like very open. Like there's the storefronts that are like buildings, and there's also like the little ranges outside. So like given how she like runs into things or spends a couple minutes looking things, the 2 of you can get well established with like what specific stores are where in the market.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, that's all I gotta do.
All right. Darren's told me what he's doing. So unless
Being
there's
a nerd.
any change in between tomorrow and today, any other thing?
Before we'd call it a night. She would go to Haito at some point, probably, and just the evening before she's sort of planning on turning in for the night. I don't know if he's still studying or writing spell scrolls down or whatever.
You come into Haito's room, and what is like before, he had his spell book out. He had actually spell scrolls before. He had like some ink and paper. In the time you guys have been out, you get back, he somehow has a second book out and way more fucking paper and ink.
He just needs the paper.
And he's just like writing, looks up at you and he goes, "Oh, hi. Have you
Had he eaten?
There is no trace of there's no trace of food or anything in the room, though he does have very clear like kind of like the bags under your eyes when you study for a very long time and you haven't really taken a break.
I think I'm assuming what was the housekeeper's name again? I've forgotten.
Maria?
AJ?
There you go.
Yeah, Maria's right.
Maria, awesome. Would Maria have left the food in the kitchen for him, or?
It depends on when you guys are coming back. If you're coming back around dinner time, she'll probably start cooking. She only on her days when she's on today, so she's cleaning and stuff. So if Haito at any point wanted lunch, he could have requested that of her. But if you guys are having back and it's dinner time, she's cooking dinner as it speaks. Unless Haito's requested it, he's not in.
Yeah, I feel like if we've returned around dinner time, and he probably, I'm assuming Haito doesn't come down for dinner because he's too busy cramming, and at this point, after
If he
dinner.
doesn't, they will drag him down.
How would that go?
We're almost trying. It will go well.
Oh, it's easy. If someone comes to get him, he's like, "What time is it? Oh, it's dinner time." Oh, he looks at the window. It's getting dark. He looks at the books. Briefly, I went and got more books and a lot more paper and ink. I had a plan.
Right.
Unfortunately, this plan will take, by my estimation, 54 hours to complete. So, what day is it?
It's the same day.
I see.
How many
I think I need to
spells do
get
you
away
have?
from paper today. What?
How many extra spells do you have? I don't.
Well, I
You've
have
got a
3
lot.
spell scrolls to copy into my book, but then I got thinking.
You do?
Yes, I have 3 spell scrolls that
Oh.
I was given. There's
remember
roughly
you
6
said that.
levels. That's 12 hours of work for that alone. But also, I had this thought in my head, a bit morbid when I was staring at paper and ink and numbers and arcane sigils for a while, of when we died, I lost my spell book, and that really sucked, and I lost all my spells. So I thought I'm going to make a backup spell book with the money we got. And then I started buying everything to make a backup spell book, and I started telling how much time it would take to make a backup spell book, and now I have 54 hours of the work on my plate.
It's kind of like how you would
I mean,
redo your study book.
Yeah.
but yeah, the draft version with rough notes and then the detailed, pretty version.
Yeah.
Where everything's organized.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it's not a bad idea, but that's a lot of work, especially to do in as short a time as possible.
Well, I don't need to finish that today. It can
I
happen
wish.
another time.
I
My
mean,
goal
you
is
physically can't. That's not how time
Yeah.
works.
my goal is to take the second book with me, keep finishing that as we go, and then head down. And then when we somehow have time, he's losing track of what he's saying. He's when we eventually come back here, leave the spare book here so I have a backup. I should come down to dinner, shouldn't I?
Yes.
I
Okay.
wish.
Yes, but also, if you want, we can spend a few more days here so you can finish the book and keep it here. Now.
That's not that important. If I find more spells,
Well, I mean, the point of it is to, keep it safe in case something happens. So if you take it with you and, God forbid something does happen, you'll just lose both of them again.
Well, you're not wrong, but also I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Plus, I want to leave one in the other city as well. I want to make a third spell book and have backups in different cities just in case.
One in every city.
It's kind of, yeah, and then just update them whenever we get the chance. At this point, he's gotten up, he's like starting to head downstairs, and he's saying this stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I was like an arcane caster, just so like I can look over and be like, oh, you got that tiny bit wrong after like cramming all the time.
Yeah, you missed the line.
It's like one sequence of code.
I'll have you know that magic is expressionless for the caster. No, you're right.
I know,
Fuck.
I know. It's like, that's wrong.
To the maze thing of like, oh, time doesn't work that way. I can just imagine Haito in his head. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also wants
For
time stop so
now.
he can get an extra 30 seconds.
Actually,
in
if
a
he
day.
just keeps using his chrono shift, it adds 6 seconds.
It's like I can get an extra 24 hours, and I can get 24 hours and 12 seconds out of the day.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Basically like time
yeah.
traveling.
I'm gonna leave it up to AJ to tell me how many hours worth of work Haito can get into a single day, because that's a lot of hours work to do.
So if you're okay, let's say you
We don't
guys
have to do- we don't have
have.
to do this right now. We can handle this after stream or something too.
I don't know.
What's the math?
It's just not that difficult. It's like probably between 7 to 8 hours work of conscribing spell slots. Like you can obviously do more, but the time period at this moment is like
Yeah.
you can probably do like up to a max of 14, given like hours of break and sleep that you need. If you if you pen hard, you can go 16, but then you actually not doing anything but writing all day.
Well, I'll take the idea of 8 today. Which is fine, because that means we get Wall of Water and Fairy Fire in my spellbook again.
Nice.
It's
Oh,
8 for
very
it's
fire.
8 for this gap. Like you can still go after
Yeah.
dinner. Yeah.
For now, I'll mark those in. I'll delete them off my spellbook. Boop.
So that's enough paper for today. After dinner, it's like, alright, time to get back into it.
But he goes down to join everyone for dinner.
Yeah. Well, also, yeah. Just one last thing. I know I'm not a wizard, but if there's anything I can do to help with writing stuff down, if there's like basic sigils that just need to be copied over, I can help.
The problem with the way that casting magic works is that the notations and arcane sigils are different for everyone. So, like, the work that I'm copying from a spell scroll, I have to figure out how someone else had got this to work and then translate it to a method that works for myself. Maybe copying it from one spell book to the other, that could
Yeah.
work, because it's my
Yeah,
same sigil from one to the other.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
copying your work.
Though you probably then would run into a situation in normal education where you need to understand the equation first.
I was just literally copying it word for word from one book to another.
Could work, may not.
I don't know, it's just stroked. I'll have to do some thinking on it, but I appreciate the offer.
You can check for spelling errors.
Yeah, everyone needs to make sure you're spelling correctly.
There's no spelling error, that's how it's meant to be done. If it's spelled wrong, it's
Every-
a cast.
Every sigil is like spelt differently.
It
Every
comes out
L has
with
been
it,
changed to a dotted I.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
if there's anything I can do, let me know.
If honestly, that'll be very helpful. If I can figure out how to do the way I can get help from people, I'm not going to say no. This is very boring work, though, so.
Yeah, you all have a nice dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna lamb, like a lamb stew.
It's a lamb.
Is
I
your
love
lamb?
lamb. I'm about it.
Yeah, a nice lamb stew, and
Ooh.
Maria leaves for the night.
Yeah, Hato spends the time catching up with what everyone's been doing during the day because he realizes he feels like he wasted the entire day just like studying and doing math, and he's like, "What have I missed today? What's happened? Where did everyone go? How was the day?"
I looked down at my paper, and when I looked up, the sun was gone.
Pretty much.
Been there, buddy.
Yeah, you've never done that? Had a factorial moment?
You call that a Minecraft moment here.
Yeah, honestly, just replace paper with screen and it's not far off.
Yeah, that kind of will, I guess, like, explain just what she was doing and, like, forward over just, like, sort of noted information in case it might be useful to you.
Yeah, he does this because he's interested in what everyone's been doing today, considering he hasn't done shit.
She doesn't really, like, explain much about it. She just says that she was, surveying the area just to get used to the place that we're up a place in case we need it.
May will give a rundown on the church. It just makes fun like we went there to see if it was okay. They didn't detect anything, but we did a removed curse or another one just in case. So hopefully he's better, but we'll just have to wait and see if anything happens again.
Well, we'll keep an eye open. If you ever need, again, same to you though. If you need me to help in some way, or you can think of a way I can help you, just let me know, and I will do what I can. Can't cast remove curse, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you did identify on him a while ago, didn't you? Did you identify
I
or
think
detect magic?
I don't remember. I have both.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess both of them would be helpful. I think I tried to detect magic, but also didn't get anything. But
I think you
doesn't
did
hurt to try again.
identify, but I don't remember what the results were.
Well, after dinner, if you want, I can always try identifying him again before I get back to my work.
I thought you said you were done with it. I had looked at enough paper today.
I mean, you say that, but then you still remember how much paper there is to go through, and you're like, I could just get a few more hours done.
I'm done studying
Yeah.
for the test, but then also I need to revise this one particular part, which I stumble on. So while I'm doing that, I may as well do like this.
Yeah.
Usual.
Yeah. You don't have to do it all today if you don't want to. Like, we can spend some extra time here if you want to spend time not writing.
I mean, I've already wasted all of today. I might as well, use the rest of today.
Alright.
I want to try to find faults in his logic, but I can't.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop you, just reminding you that's okay to, chill out.
I know, it's all good. I understand. I can take a break. I can quit whenever I want.
Oh no.
It's not a
Just one more,
problem.
just one more scroll.
Just one more scroll, just one more piece of paper.
Just one more match. I'm in queue right now. Just one more match.
Oh god. It's not League of Legends. Fuck. What's a dumb name? What's a dumb otherworld name?
Gathering of Heroes.
There we go.
Yeah. I was gonna say Group of Heroes.
Triumphant of Heroes.
Army of Myths.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
I want
You
to change
just,
my answer to Army of Myths.
I'm just curious, what's Mayu doing to this? Because we're just chatting away. What's Mayu's situation right now?
Awkwardly quiet.
You okay? It looks over like those
Oh, yeah.
people. Yeah? Looks around.
I think like when you say something to her, she kind of like chokes on her food a bit. Like she's like drinking a drink or something and kind of like partially spits it out.
It looks over at May and Kaide for like I'm not the only one who's like something here, right?
May gives you like a subtle like where you can't see it, like a shrug or like a like a look of like, oh, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Like after dinner, when things have quietened down a bit, Haito is going to attempt to have a conversation with Mayu separate from the other two.
I feel like she would sort of like wander off a little bit at one point and maybe like approach him later on. Like she probably went out for a walk or something like that. and like maybe came back before like the evening was up, like I said I was gonna do before, and just like knock on his door, just like bring a tea or something like that.
Like, yeah, oh, fancy
Are
seeing
you
you.
still
I'm actually
studying?
about
Are
to go
you
find
still
you.
studying at this point?
No, he was planning on studying, but then after he's like he wants to kind of catch up with you. He actually like he's clearly had been studying a bit after dinner, but he's like putting on like a jacket and is about to like he's got his shoes on. You can tell he was about to leave as you like knock on the door. He's like, oh, fancy seeing you. I was about to come find you.
I was just going for an evening walk, and I thought you might be still studying. I know what it's like doing studying for studies and
Yeah,
studying.
yeah. School and all that. What's up?
She places the cup down.
He like he takes one of the cups and like sits and like what's on your mind? You appeared not accusatory, but it feels like you're avoiding me.
No, maybe a little bit. She like I think like she glances down at the floor. Is there like a piece of like an article of clothing on the floor anywhere?
They're probably
Like a sock or something like that.
yeah. Or like, yeah,
Like,
it's a spare outfit is like just like in the corner.
I'm assuming if you're looking at her, you probably don't need to roll insight because freaking like she's got a really bad poker face. She is looking like as she's looking at you, it's like trying to not to hold eye contact. Probably like glance down at the sock at one point and be like, "No, nothing. No. Yeah, no. Yes.
Nothing. Like it's just like, yeah, like no,
No.
yeah, it's like nothing to do with the fact the fact that I woke up in my bed after drinking a lot, disrobed.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I promise. Nothing happened. I swear. I just
I
came in here.
believe you.
I brought you. I brought water, and you just kind of took all your. I'm sure it's just no. It's a cultural difference. I'm sure. Like I mean, it's quite warm in Australia, isn't it? That's what I've heard. It's a very very hot continent. And so it's probably it's. I didn't see it. Yes, I kind of did. Yeah, no, I definitely saw something. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to look.
He's just like waiting if you to
She
finish.
just
He's
keeps on circling her.
he's like, it's okay. I am sorry that you had to witness that. I clearly was very inebriated. It was not my intention to expose you to such a situation. There is nothing for you to feel ashamed about. I honestly don't know what else there is to say on them. I can't exactly say I'd take it back because, well, I can't. And it's not like I can be like, whoopsie doodles.
What's your favorite food?
Chicken parmigiana. Parma.
What's that? It's chicken. What's a parmesan?
And you probably noticed now, like, that Pickles is just, like, sitting on a little, like, perch in the corner. He looks over Pickles like, what? Like, it's a Parma. It's a Parma. Like, what do you mean? He's like, what? It's full of confusion. Like, what do you mean you don't know what a Parma is? Everyone knows what a Parma is.
Sorry, my mistake. Some people pronounce it palmy.
No, wrong, false. Get out.
Okay.
She's just like, and
Never mind.
just confusion at this point. Can you explain what it is?
It's
Like ingredients?
like breaded chicken fried with cheese, ham, and salt, and like usually an Italian style sauce, like a Neapolitan sauce. Pizza
Breaded
sauce sometimes too.
Right. Okay. So it's like a chicken cutlet.
A what?
It's a chicken cutlet. I mean,
Is that what you call is that what you call
It's
chicken
just-
schnitzel?
yeah, it's a cutlet. It's chicken cutlet, but with the Italian sauce.
Oh, it's chicken curry. It's cheese with the karage.
It's
No,
chicken cutlet.
silly. It's cutlets with blade.
Not gonna lie, karage with like pizza sauce and like ham and cheese. That's fucking awesome.
You just made a pun.
Yeah, that's karage.
Mm.
It's a bite-sized Parmigiano.
Sorry, it's
Okay, I can...
this must be a thing where, you know, again, cultural differences. It's very incredibly common food where I'm from.
I think we can. Yeah, you can probably work with that. You're not busy tomorrow night, are you? I was planning
Looks at the
something
pile
for
of papers.
everyone.
Well, I can
Okay.
guarantee you I will be here.
Yeah, but you're gonna make sure you're down in the kitchen, in the dining room, at dinner time. Okay? No
You know what
sitting
I'll
up
do?
here and eating at the table like a grub. You come down and eat with us, and I'll make it worth your while.
Well, you know what they say. Mealtime is family time. What I will do, I will, just to make sure, I will send Pickles downstairs to hang out in the dining area, and when it's time to call me, just tell Pickles, and Pickles will let me know.
Good night. She's sort of like awkwardly like, and it's like maybe like give you a quick hug and then just like go to leave.
Yeah, he hugs you back, and he's like, you leave, the door shuts. He looks over at the paper, he looks at the tea, he sighs, he takes the tea, sits down, and keeps working. No one likes studying, but you have to get it done eventually.
Oh yeah.
I would say if it's okay with you, AJ, I'm gonna try and spend another 4 hours doing work that night before Haito hits the hay, so I can at least get the final spell scroll copied into my book.
All good.
Just know what, 50? Just know what, 50?
Well, that is all the spell scrolls copied into my spell book, which leaves me just to copying all my spells to the new book.
Just start from the top.
Well, yeah, pretty much. But copying spells from your spell book to another spell book is much cheaper and faster.
But don't worry, anyone that's chronomancy is half.
Which is
None of them.
none of my spells, because there's not very many chronomancy spells.
No, it's almost like it technically just reflavors all the spells.
That's what I get for having Dunamancy. Fucking Dunamancy.
You should have thought that one better.
Listen, I didn't care. It was either this or gravity magic. Time magic's funny.
Gravity is amazing.
Gravity is amazing. Yep, that's that. So yeah, I did a math. I have, with the new spells in my spell book, I have 44 spell levels worth of spells in my spell book. So it will take 44 hours to copy all the remaining spells.
Oh my god.
That's
From one book to
almost
the other.
2 full days.
Yep.
2 straight
And-
days.
Luckily, it's only 10 GP per spell level from copying your own work to another book, so it's only 440 gold, which I've already paid.
Just like accounting for like paper and ink.
Yep. Which he is cluttered in plenty of.
Yeah, which
Alright.
Mainly just ink, because I have all the paper in the book.
As you all wake up on the 28th of September, is anyone doing anything before dinner time?
Yes. So sorry, you want to go first?
Oh, I was just gonna say, last night, May would have given Archie a bath,
Okay.
and yeah, she'll probably, yeah, she'll do it before dinner. Might as well. She doesn't have anywhere to be today.
Fair enough.
So Maya gets up pretty early, like probably an hour earlier than she usually does, and she's fairly early riser for the most part. And hits the markets as soon as they're open. And buys a ton of ingredients. Pretty much everything she's sort of looked around, and I'm assuming that some of the things like ramen noodles, like, because this place is like a whole different world, and it's also like a very like not sort of Japanese like style nation as well. I'm assuming like she's probably going to have to substitute some things for things that are similar but not the same.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
Finding like noodles here is probably again difficult because of the trade routes going out. It'd be easier to like get rice than it would be to get noodles.
yeah, like she will definitely get rice. I think like if she can't get noodles specifically, like being a chef, like having the actual chef fate, would I be able to get the stuff to make like it's almost like pasta, I guess. You know how you like make your own pasta with like a dough?
Yeah. It'll
Yeah.
take time, but yeah.
Would it take something like that? It'd take all day because she's basically getting up early, doing this, and then just cooking all day.
I don't know how long
Would
it
that-
takes to make pasta, so.
I don't think it takes that long.
The answer is probably.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I think you can do it in a night. Like if you're using like pasta for a thing, it's not you can like do it like the same night that you're making the thing.
Well, let's just say,
It just,
say that, like,
it just depends on how skilled and like quick you can do it.
Apparently,
It
making
probably-
ramen noodles from scratch can take anywhere from half an hour to an hour and a half.
okay, well there we go.
2.5 for newbies.
Just for
And
noodles,
also
yeah.
that's with like modern technology. I guess like we don't have to overcomplicate things. She finds a substitute of some degree, like whether or not it's perfect or not perfect is fine.
Mhm.
And like I'm assuming like the world's herbs are different. Like I'm assuming there's not like, you know, basil or oregano and all that stuff. Like it's probably different ones or
Sort of a mixture of the two. Like, they're probably not called the same, but you could
Mm.
maybe find things that taste similar, but yeah, majority of it's different.
she'd probably just be like sampling things to try and find things that would fit the roles.
Hmm.
And like same with like vegetables and stuff as well. And then like she'd buy some like chicken if she's able to.
Mhm.
And yeah, basically she gets everything to be able to make everyone's favorite dishes. That like favorite or like liked dishes. And then when she gets back, she would spend all day cooking. Like she'd be preparing stuff for like just cooking all day. And if anyone was to go anywhere near the kitchen during that time, it'd be her just in the mode. Like I don't know, like if people were hanging around much, but it's like she's tied her hair up into like a tight ponytail, and she's just got like, you know, she probably got like a sweatband on or something like that. She's just
That's
like
adorable.
fully concentrated. If Kaede sees it, it's probably
Does she have an apron?
yes, 100%. She buy an apron. It's probably the like you've probably seen her cooking before. Maybe not cooking like shit tons of stuff. Like she's probably done like a bit of baking and that. But she always seems peaceful when she's cooking. But it's like if this is something that is like fully comfort. Like this is her comfort thing. Like
Yeah.
And maybe like you might even notice as well. Like there were times when we were at school together, you got a lot of baked food in like points in time where it was like every day she'd be bringing in new food for you, and then she'd disappear for a week. And you can probably gather from that that it's something that she does when she needs an outlet, like a comfort outlet. So this is something that's like she really enjoys doing, that she does when she's trying to feel better. But yeah. And yeah, she just spends all day cooking all the food.
Okay.
I just remembered as well. It wouldn't take long, but May will also spend the day. You said there were like wall shelves in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll like the stuff that she bought yesterday. She'll be like setting up on that shelf.
Yep.
And maybe like if depending on how high it is, like making sure there's some sort of like step stool nearby,
All good.
so like she can easily like reach it routinely.
decorate your room. Kaede?
Sorry, I'll be 2 secs.
How dare you?
Alright, Kaede?
I didn't really like have anything particularly like planned per se. I mainly was just thinking of just for the first half of the day, maybe just in the manner of just putting thoughts to paper and like stuff from yesterday. But then afterwards, probably trying to like just
Kaede has chosen to not wake up today.
Sorry.
How was eaten
Yeah.
by the guru.
Yeah, so the first half would probably be just doing all that, and then maybe the first little bit, and then afterwards she'd probably want to head out again. I think that just with time passing, she just gets a bit restless, more internally than showing it externally. And one reason as well is she wants to like look around for stuff is like to like look for a place to be able to just do like any sort of training in general, keep herself going. I imagine that for most of the time she's just kind of in the mindset of just needing to be doing something to get better.
What type
So that's
of
probably
training
what
are you after?
I imagine for this, she's not really after like anything particularly, but more so just trying to hone more internal stuff that she's been, I guess, sort of feeling. Especially since like taking in the fragment.
Okay.
It's just like trying to hone that.
Yeah, you go find... You go to the garden, and you just find a spot that no one seems to be going to for a bit, and you stay there and meditate on your mental and your
Imagine she like
emotions.
does it sort of a bit away from public. If there's like any place like high that she can easily get to, she'd easily do it. Like
Yeah.
just out of people's way, mostly out of sight from others, and it just kind of keeps her focused to herself. But yeah, just in the kind of full, not really letting other things in mindset of just wanting to get stronger.
Fair enough.
That'd be it for most of the afternoon, I'd say. And she'd come back, of course, for dinner. But yeah, she notices very early, like, what Maya might be doing. And probably more retroactively now with her heightened senses, I guess, and I guess more intuitive, like, sort of insight. She understands kind of what she's doing and, like, how this is, like, for her to be on her own, do things. So she'd probably, yeah, quickly, like, moves on. And that's when she decides to just go do that instead.
She probably wouldn't. It wouldn't be so much a, like, she wants to be alone while she's doing this. It's just like she wouldn't like. She'd probably be a little quieter because she's so concentrating. But like, if people like were around, she wouldn't like, ignore them completely.
Yeah, I know. I think that Kaido just sort of sees it as a thing, like, you're in your, like, sort of calm spot. She doesn't... In her mind, she doesn't want to intrude, especially, like, going back on the memory of you maybe, like, disappearing for a week, like, afterwards, like, doing that. She just sort of sees it as, like, your way of, like, a calming mantra.
It's like her meditation.
Yeah, so she just kind of doesn't... She purposely doesn't interrupt.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
Kaido for the day.
And I assume Haito's doing Haito things. So...
Yep, I'm gonna be burning another fuckload of time.
Yeah, as dinner time rolls around, at some point, Maya, as you're cooking, is like, okay, I should work on this stuff. You see that ingredients have been properly prepared for you. As Maria, obviously saying that, oh, you're cooking dinner today? Alright, I'll cut the herbs that need to get cut, and then I'll leave.
I completely forgot, like, before she started this as well, like, the first time she got to see Maria, she would also let Maria know that, like, she was gonna cook, and, like, I hope that isn't intruding or anything like that. That's what, yeah, she'd She wouldn't have just completely forgot about that. That was my bad. But yeah, if she if she comes and helps a little bit, she wouldn't turn it down. Like she'd be more than happy for the company.
Yeah. And as you all, as plates are starting to get put on, Kaede enters the building. Atsushi and May come out of the bathroom. Hayato, you hear, "It's fucking ready, cunt," in your head.
Yeah, and he immediately finishes the sentence he was writing, and then the line of math, puts the quill down, gets up, and starts heading down immediately.
So there's a crap ton of food. I went to the effort of writing out what she was going to make. So there's onigiri, because of course there's onigiri. Like, just a little, like a sort of plate of that. It's just plain onigiri with like the seasoned rice. Like it's just salts and like whatever seasonings sort of she thinks would work with salt, with rice. It's like a salad that's kind of like a caprese style. Like it's sort of like more tomato than anything, with like a bit of cheese and like olive oil and stuff like that. She's got the honey that's like, she sort of cooked it in like an oven tray. There's like a few of them, so like there's multiple for people to try, and it's sort of like, you scoop up what you want sort of thing. There's the ramen style noodles in the savory chicken broth that's been like lightly seasoned and topped with like a melted cheese. She's also tried to make the croquettes as well, with like the mince she could get that she's also stuffed with cheese and bread. There is the Kaide's food that she used to share with Mayu when they used to, basically after school, sometimes they'd go out to dinner and have like a curry don sort of thing, like a donburi rice. She's also made that with like, it's like a root vegetables and like caramelized apple, with like topped with a pickled vegetable, like sort of similar to the ube pickle that they use. And for dessert, she's got some like sort of stuff a bit like mochi with the glutinous rice flour sort of, and it's just sort of assorted flavors, whatever like works with that. And she's also made a strawberry shortcake with whipped cream that's basically sitting in the middle of the table.
A lot of food.
There's a lot of food.
Yeah,
She's like kind of like, she probably would have dressed down into like looser, sort of lighter clothing for this as well, because it's like hot work working in a kitchen all day. And she's still got like the hair tied right up, and she's like a little like tired looking, a little sweaty, but she's like got this sort of happy, like proud look on her face as she's gotten like yummy food for everyone.
It's how it comes out. He sees all the food and he's just like, "This is a lot more than I expected. Not going to lie. I have to eat at least one of everything." He sounds like, "Can we just sit down?"
It's like, oh, this is incredible. Mai, did you do all this?
I don't know how Maria helped. She helped a lot. Like, I honestly, I don't think I would have been able to get all this done. And no, this was. Yeah, we've been working since this morning. This is good. It's fun. Anyway, anyone, sit, eat, enjoy. Feel free to try everything. I tried to get your ramen right, but I don't know if it's going to be authentic because it's sort of hard to get noodles here, but I did the best I could, and I hope it's good.
Okay, thank you. You didn't have to do that.
No, I don't have to. I wanted to. And Haito, I mean, without like reference to what a palmy looks like, I did the best I could. I hope it's good. I've never really tried the Italian sauce before, so I just remember reading about it. So I got what I thought tasted like Italian herbs. So I hope this is good.
I am sure it will be amazing. I cannot wait to eat it. There's a lot of food here. Is Jesus Christ? He looks across all the food. Is there anything you can't cook? Like physically,
Well,
like I see like 8 different types of dishes on this table right now.
I like cooking. Try the palmy, and you can tell me whether or not there's something I can't cook. And I made the rice dish that we used to get. I think you'll like it. It tastes not the same as the place we used to get at, but it's close. This is as close as I can get it.
I think, like, in this little moment here, she's a bit taken aback. Do you want to make an insight check?
Sure. When I find the insight button. 16.
16. Just double checking one thing. Okay. With a 16, you could probably make out that, like, it's almost like a stun of something familiar to her, which just almost from left field just blindsided her. Maybe just in this unfamiliar world that she just seeing this just doesn't know how to react properly, but she able to kind of just sort of get it out in the end. It's like, this is amazing. Wow.
Thank you.
missed all of this. And then she's looking over all the food. She eyes up some of the sweets, but doesn't say anything. And just sort of goes back to, like, just looking over everything else.
And I also made up some of the chicken that I got into a nice little bit of cooked chicken for Atsushi, if he would like to try it. So she's sort of like, because she'd gotten a few chicken carcasses, she'd used what she needed to with the bread. It's like for the palmy and the katsu, but the remainder of it, like that wasn't used for the chicken stock for the ramen, was like kept aside and cooked for Atsushi in a way that he would like it. Whether or not he can eat it or not.
Let's have a look. Okay.
Can tigers eat cooked chicken?
Tiger, yeah, I mean,
Can celestial tigers eat cooked chicken?
I think
Please,
anything can eat cooked anything, just typically they don't.
Mm.
It's just a matter of what spices they put on it. If it's just
I
cooked,
think they just
cooked,
don't.
Oh, she wouldn't she wouldn't
yeah.
have spiced that chicken. She would have kept it like she didn't know what tigers eat, but she can pretty much gather
Raw
that
meat.
spices for animals is usually a bad idea. And she wasn't too sure about chicken, knowing that chicken tends to be unhealthy to eat raw for humans. So she did cook it, but she cooked it like she would have like steamed it or something like that.
1 second. Okay, yeah. Everyone but me, sadly. Your passive insight, so he's sitting at the table, like he's moved a chair away, and he's just sitting at the table, and like while everyone else is eating, and before like anything's happened, there is the occasional like lick around the mouth. With full intent of like your passive insight's like, okay, this is what food is, I hope I get some.
And Pickles also, despite not needing to physically eat, Pickles is gonna eat.
Yeah.
Oh, she would have left some
I think-
some mince for him from the hamburgers.
Yep.
Knowing like that she likes birds, so she's sort of done a little bit more research on birds, knowing that like that magpies tend to be like meat eaters sometimes, like they do like mince.
I like the idea that it's just like a bowl of mince, but he thinks it's just rissoles.
Yeah, he
Oh fuck yeah!
eats the cooked food, and
You can't got some
he
rissoles.
doesn't stop eating till it's all gone.
Awesome.
Yeah, Haito eats literally one of everything. He's like, nah, you don't turn down a good meal when there's a good meal in front of you.
Yeah, I think even without picking up on the insight, May would like offer some stuff to Atsushi. She kind of figures that like he's a magic cat. He doesn't need to eat to begin with. She doesn't think he needs to worry about like nutritional, requirements of what a normal tiger would need.
And if we poison him, we have spells for that.
Another thing, she probably would have left some of the heavy cream that she used for the strawberry shortcake. She would have left like a little bowl
Jesus.
as well to see if he'd be like interested in
Cream?
because cats like cream. But yeah, so and yeah, just during dinner she'd just be like just trying to like strike up conversation with everyone to sort of bring everyone into a conversation together.
Mhm.
But yeah, nothing like nothing particularly important.
Yeah, just round the table chatter.
Yeah. And during like time where we're eating, like I feel like we'd eat whatever the hell we want. Like if someone wants to have desserts beforehand, like she would do that like sneaky thing where she's just like, oh, I want to eat more mochi, but oh, Kaida, can you help me? I'll eat it all if I don't. Can you have some, please? Like she's trying to sort of be like, please, I know you don't like sweets, sort of thing. Like hint, hint. Like just trying to give the sweets to Kaede in a way that it seems like
Yeah.
she's just trying to do it so that she won't eat them all.
Kaede, probably at the first few attempts, like keeps like sort of no, like you're gonna eat this like first, like trying to eat like the main meal before the others, and like she's not quick, like it's not like particularly fussy or anything, but just like just slow enjoys it sort of thing. But probably caves after the 5th attempt.
It'd be a point where she'd leave like a few mochi on the like in like a small plate near her, like she was sort of picking at them, but she'd always leave some. And in the end, she'd be like, I'm too full to eat these ones. Can you have them?
I feel like the way she caves as well is like very subtly. Like it's just sort of like you just keep saying like I can't feel. It's like after she's like done, she like puts stuff aside, then just slowly like will grab one without saying anything like particularly. So it's like, and if anyone questions it, she says like, "Well, set up when I'm done." So anyone with like a high enough like passive insight seems he's very like subtly happy about like having just something sweet. Depends on your insight. I go for it.
I'm gonna do +6 to my insight. I'm pretty sure I probably
enough.
noticed. Yes. He doesn't say anything, but you notice that like as you're eating something sweet, like initially you're enjoying it. You do maybe the whole thing, like you briefly close your eyes, like this tastes so good. You open them, and then in the corner eye you see Pickles just like craning his head forward, like the one bird eye just looking at you.
Yeah, then when she sees that, she like kind of just like not snaps back, but just slowly goes like to just sort of normal like position, posture, like everything like proper.
Then Haito's just like, oh, this sweet food is so delicious. Like that's playing up how good all the sweets are, because I'm assuming you then like if you make an active effort, like I'm not eating the sweets, that's not happening. So he starts acting up how good they are.
May obliviously but earnestly joins in. Just like, yeah, they're really good. You did a great job, Mai.
Absolutely,
Thank
it's some of the best homemade sweets I've ever eaten.
I think that it's important for everyone to have a big meal sometimes, especially when we have big things planned. Like we were going to maybe take some new quests, or you were talking about maybe traveling out for a little while. and maybe we'll be on the road for a little bit. So it's important to eat good and then prepare ourselves.
I'm
Good
confident
food.
for the journey ahead.
Yeah.
Actively ignores the previous comments.
Go out of our way to avoid them.
Yep.
It is a good thing. I think it's a great idea to have a nice, a good, well, like a meal to sit down, us all to have a time to just enjoy each other's company before we head out again on the road. Given, like usual, I feel like once we do these kinds of things, we're not sure exactly when we're going to be returning to decent civilization.
Also, I really like cooking.
I can tell. Yeah.
I haven't been able to do it for a while. Campfire cookies just aren't the same.
I'm sure we can still be able to do stuff with campfire cooking if we were to prepare. That is something we could do, is actually stock up on things for the road.
Yeah,
Proper
I was
meals.
definitely gonna do that. I've got some ingredients, but I don't know. There's something about just a big open kitchen with all the things you need. Campfire cooking, it's fine. It's got its own place. It can be fun, but it's just not the same.
Even so, cooking utensils for travel is still useful.
Oh, you know me though, I would buy so many cooking utensils and then I would not be able to carry them all. Especially since they kind of turn into cards and I have a number of card spots. That could be bad. I probably shouldn't have a card for a spatula.
Well, it might be a potential where it turns into a kit of its own, such as like
Ooh.
this healer's kit that I have, just like the one card, which is like the whole kit.
And my
Jeez,
sex
so-
tools.
Or
Just-
yeah, or we can maybe condense it down. Like we can put all the utensils on like a key ring, and maybe then that can be like one thing, and then we can like get a knife block to keep all the knives in.
Do you think that we could make, like, do you think there's such thing as like a magical card, a magical oven that you can like turn into a card and then and it's like got magical fire that heats it up and you can cook like things in an oven on the road? That would be
Bit of
kind of cool.
invocation and transmutation, probably, but maybe
Oh.
powerful in this world.
I mean, I'm sure we could figure something out. There's no reason not to try one day. Make, I don't know, a metallic device we can potentially put into a card. Then I could always take some spells like create bonfire or control flame to, work on managing the temperature and whatnot. We probably could pull something off.
Well, you have to take different spells. Like, I know spells are important and stuff. Like,
I have so many spells. Trust me, taking a few extras is not a big deal at all.
does that mean you have to spend another 5 hours writing in a book?
He's like, rather than respond, he just eats another bite and be like, "This is a really good dish."
It's frivolous, I know. I can't help myself. It's maybe one day I look into something like that. But for now, this is enough. It's just nice to sit back and enjoy a nice meal and cook the nice meal. It's good.
And eat the nice meal.
Eating
Yes.
the meal is the best part.
That is the best part. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to cut a obscenely large slice of this cake and eat this cake. She says as she like, takes a spoonful of the cake.
Can you have your cake and eat it too?
I'll write this down.
Uh-huh.
Yup.
She's like, mm-hmm.
What do you think I plan on doing, you dumbass?
Why else would I get the cake?
I don't know. Why else I get the cake, you stupid sack of shit?
Oh, wow, okay, Jesus.
Just my becoming incredibly aggressive. Like one moment, like, wow, what the fuck?
All right, I have this. I forgot I have this.
Suddenly becomes a summer fae.
Oh no.
No,
Oh shit.
she would be in her probably her probably her autumn form at the moment, I guess. That tends to be like the bubblier one. But yeah.
Okay.
With some good food, some great classic eats.
You will have good foods. As you will spend probably about an hour, even if you're not eating, just together, eating, talking afterwards. You will split up if you want.
Hato he goes back to the task at hand to spend another few hours after dinner. Like he takes a rest, like goes, has some tea or anything, sits down, relaxes, bathes him, etc., and then he's like, okay, back to the grind.
I feel like after eating, like May was probably like laying on the couch afterwards, just like, oh,
Yeah.
too much cake.
Wrong. The correct amount of cake. Exactly the right amount of cake.
I can't move.
I think Kaede would definitely help with like the cleanup stuff, especially if like Mai's a little bit out of it.
Yeah.
Hato's method of cleaning up is like, no, just take everything outside. One moment, let's just go outside and just prestidigitation, then walk back in. Alright, we're good.
That's awesome. Fucking prestidigitation.
His version of
Overpowered.
cleaning is doing a silent image on just on the bench to just make it all like gone.
There's still a
It's gone.
stain on the coffee.
Like, look, there's nothing there. It's all put away.
I'll have to wash it by hand.
No, we just eat the tablecloth.
Prestidigitation is the most OP of not OP abilities.
Don't want to do dishes? Fuck yeah, prestidigitate. Fuck that shit. Fuck the dishes.
Just reduce all the dishes, water them like quickly, and then like cancel a spell, and then they're all clean.
What if they break?
Why would they?
Does the amount of water pressure you're putting on little things?
It's reduced, not tiny.
They are tiny.
I mean, that's
Be less
exactly
than
what reduced
tiny.
does, okay?
No, it's not tiny, minuscule.
It would
Goes
be
down.
minuscule. Plates are tiny.
That's what I said. It won't be minuscule. It won't fracture.
How do you know?
How do you know?
Have you done it before? Have
Yes,
you
actually.
magically altered plates to be small?
What
Yeah.
if you got a tiny plate and put on it a tiny cake? Tiny cake plate.
Not enough cake.
Anything else for the evening?
Nada.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay.
Just mark up my math of how many hours I spent fucking working on my goddamn book.
How long does Haito work this evening?
Probably only like 2 more hours. So he's done a total of 10 hours today.
Because I think, like, if he goes back upstairs, I think Maya would probably go up there and hang out with him. Just like as he's studying, she'd just sort of like chill out on his bed, and then she'd probably just fall asleep.
Yeah, he chats with her while he's doing the stuff, and he probably doesn't
She's
notice.
just in her fucking food coma,
Yeah,
like slightly snoring.
he just walks over, tucks her in, goes back, keeps studying.
We'll go on a quick break, and then we'll jump back into it after that.
You know what? You're a break, AJ.
I need to go to the toilet.
When Hayato was like, "Is there anything you can't cook?" Me and Kay had very different answers.
Mine was started with M, and rhymes with yes.
That's what Kay said. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I said a God-fearing American burger. Like you could
That's
probably
okay.
make an American burger, but not God-fearing.
No, I know what you mean by God fearing, and no, she couldn't do that. The ones that are like the size of like the oven, the frying pan that they're cooked on.
I remember reading a story about someone who went to that heart attack grill in like LA and in Las Vegas, where it's like all the food there is incredibly unhealthy and ridiculous portions. And to even enter the place, you have to walk on a scale, like to get inside. And if you weigh over a certain amount, you don't pay for your food. But they literally have like a meal that is like a heart attack challenge or something. And the person was recounting they were traveling overseas and they watched someone order that meal for being like, they were like really overweight. They got their meal for free. They ordered it, ate it, got about halfway through it, started having a heart attack, and an ambulance had to show up to get him out of there. And the dude was like, the ambulance driver was just like there, and the owner is like, this is like the third time this week, man. You've got to change something. And the owner didn't give a shit. That's the only America can have that kind of shit. She won't us leave. It's just me. Oh my god.
I'm here. I'm listening
Fucking
to your
job,
America
bitch.
thing. You were talking about America. I waited exactly 2 seconds after you finished.
Honestly, if I even ate like a big greasy burger now, not even like a giant sized one, I would probably feel sick afterwards.
And big.
My delicate constitution.
Oh, there's this the one on the same topic. I hate those fucking videos. They're mainly just burgers, where like it's like make a really good burger, and then for some fucking reason, they ruin the purpose of the burger by covering it in cheese. Why?
Yeah.
The purpose
Covering
of a
it in
burger.
cheese.
Yeah, they just take molten cheese and then just pour it on top of the burger.
Like the burger, like the patty and the
No,
bun.
the entire burger is covered in cheese, defeating the purpose of the burger being a handheld item.
They make the bread all soggy.
No, just use a knife and fork.
Why? Use your fucking hands. I hate it when
That's
people
what
eat
we
pizza
did.
with. I hate it when people eat pizza with a knife and fork at a restaurant. It's like, you're not a better person. It's pizza. We all eat pizza.
You're not better than me,
some people-
motherfucker.
Some people might be better than you. How about that, huh?
Fuck you.
My dad is one of these people. I'm just like, just eat with your hands.
What's more cursed?
Knife and
Pizza with a
fork.
knife and fork or chopsticks?
Chopsticks.
I mean, by the fact that like if you held a pizza with chopsticks, you're not ripping it apart. There's no. You need something else to fucking hold it down to rip the pizza, so you're just lifting a pizza
No,
slice.
if
with
it,
a
if it
fork.
was like perfectly cut, you could like kind of fold like it in half on itself and then pick it up and then chew on it. I could see that.
You
happening
wanted
there.
to pick up like a whole slice of pizza
Yeah.
as chopsticks.
Yep,
That's cursed.
I know. I can
It's
see.
more
I can see
cursed.
someone
It's
doing
more
it.
cursed than knife and fork. I agree.
No, I see.
Yeah,
What you do is you slide the first chopstick through the crust from one side to the other, and then use the other chopstick to lift the center piece up.
What if it's stuffed crust?
That's
Even
perfect.
better.
It makes it easier to fit stuff or puffed crust, easy to slide through. The
Cheesy
crispy,
stuffed crust. The cheese would just
impossible.
come out.
Yeah, but then you'll have to
perfect,
fucking.
then you eat the
Then you
cheese.
have to. Then you have to suck on the fucking chopstick.
Yum yum. You got a problem with
That's
that?
weird.
You never sucked
Honestly,
a
I think-
chopstick before, AJ?
I think that Jesus fucking Christ. I think that like the chopstick method is more cursed, but it's less believable. Like I believe that like there's lots of people
could
out there
see
that
it
eat
happen.
pizza. Yeah, I can see it happen, but there's a lot of people out there that eat pizza with a knife and fork. Yes, it's weird. I'm not a fan of it either, but it's more like believable than someone. I feel like there's not many people that eat pizza with
Do
a
you
knife
think they're
with a-
even? Do you think
chopstick.
that they're even more pretentious if they use a knife and fork and don't eat the crust?
Yes.
Yeah, at that point, don't order pizza. It's the same thing as
Hey,
covering a
you eat my
cheeseburger. It's the same thing as covering cheese on a burger. You're defeating the point of the pizza.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
it
why you
just
cut it.
bothers me. Like, I don't know. Is that just like those videos that are like, kind of, not the clickbaity ones, but like
No,
the
it's
ones where it's
clickbaity,
like,
for sure.
yeah, and they've always got like the Reddit stories over the top of them.
Kill me.
Not that. It's more like just advertisement clickbait. Come to our restaurant. We cover our fucking food and cheese for some goddamn reason.
Mm.
How many people are lactose intolerant in America?
Are you lactose? No, shame.
It just,
Dairy gives me migraines.
it just doesn't seem like a thing that people would want. What would this burger need? More cheese. Oh, how would
There
you
are
like
some
that?
people that
On top of everything.
cheese in and around. You know, I just like. I feel like some people's like whole personalities are just built upon cheese and just loving cheese. So I guess there'd be people out there that would be really into that, but I don't get it.
I feel like this is the most
seems
cold I've
messy.
ever felt in my life.
I'm the opposite. Like,
I like
I
cheese, but not
I
much.
only like cheese if it's like cooked. Like if it's in a chigi or a toasty. Like as long
Yeah,
as the
same.
cheese is melted. Like saganaki I'll have, but like I'm ashamed of all Greeks because I hate fucking feta. It's the worst goddamn cheese. It crumbles and ruins everything it's on.
Not
That's
wrong,
fine.
When it's
Specific.
when you order a salad and I say no feta please, and they put the feta on the Greek fucking salad, which shouldn't
That's
be
their fault.
on the Greek salad either.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It's like it's ruined. I'm not gonna touch it.
I like feta in specific situations, but I'm more of a fan of the feta that doesn't crumble. What's that one? It's because there's I think the Greek feta is the crumbly one, and there's another feta that's like not crumbly. It's like it's got the same flavor, but it's kind of denser.
Yeah, there's like the where it just kind of like squishes instead of crumbles.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up because I need to
Yeah, I
know.
think it's like a creamier, denser one.
I wouldn't know. Not a
right.
cheese fan.
Oh, fair enough. I like cheese a fair bit, but no, I could, I'm not obsessed with it.
Saganaki is the shit.
I think I should just plead the fifth right now and just move on with my life. I love cheese. She doesn't love me. Put it that way.
This is pretty much.
I'm
In
50%
fact,
cheese.
cheese very much does not like me. Cheese, I'm pretty sure, hates me. Like a spiritual level.
Let's see. It could be Danish feta, maybe. It's a creamier, smoother texture. Could be that. Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, I like Danish feta a little better, but I like Greek feta if it's like used certain ways. But like I'm a fan of cheese platters with like nice cheeses. I'm a fan of brie and camembert and
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
all the liege.
like brie Swiss.
I'll cut
We have
I'll cut some saganaki, put some lemon on that, and then have that with a toasted pita at a Greek restaurant. I'll do that. But
Yummy.
other cheese, no.
We have a fairly big dairy brand over here that's pretty much got the monopoly in Tasmania called Ashgrove, and there's probably a little bit of it on the mainland as well, but it's everywhere over here. And they make really nice cheese, and they have lots of different kinds, but they have one that's called wasabi cheese, which is just the bomb, because I fucking love wasabi, and you just add that with cheese, and it's just everything right in the world.
They have the monopoly in cheese, but they don't call themselves Big Cheese.
No, unfortunately.
Big E cheese.
Chucky
Wasted.
cheese.
Wasted effort. Could have done big cheese.
Got one
But
more
yeah.
minute. We got 1 minute. Let's talk about something for 1 minute.
I really like cheese. Fuck.
Oh,
I also really like,
Cheese is okay, but if it's not melted, then it's only specific kinds.
What's the?
Cheddar is
what's
great,
It's Gouda.
but in
Gouda
Goslam.
is a Gouda. Oh, I can't remember the one.
It's
It's
pretty
like the
Gouda.
soft cheese. This like the soft, like not too bitey cheese.
Yeah, it sounds like Gouda
It's
to me.
yummy.
Gouda's pretty fucking smooth.
Gouda's pretty Gouda.
Maybe.
Gouda.
Honestly,
You
feta,
know what?
the best way to have feta, AJ,
Gouda.
and I don't like feta on its own, or like on salad, but you put feta with like goslam, or like with spinach and feta in like the Turkish or Greek pastries. Fuck, that shit is amazing.
yeah, I don't like any of that.
That's unfortunate. You live a sheltered and sad life.
I'm not sheltered. I've tried the fucking food. I dislike it.
You live a sad life.
It's called
It'd be-
preferences, Gary.
It'd be another thing if I ate it and I just didn't try it at all. I'm just like, my opinion is I hate it. No, I've had the food. It's been around me my entire life. I dislike it.
Yeah,
so
Darian
sorry,
doesn't
Katie.
like strawberries.
We had pork today for lunch. We had a roast pork, and for dinner, I mean. And I'm not a huge fan of pork. It needs to be hot, and like then and there, and I'll eat it. But I waited a bit too long to go get my plate because Mum was serving the guests that came over. So I got my plate, and it was like just on the edge of warm to cold. I'm like, yeah, I'm not eating the rest of this.
That sucks.
Yeah, it goes with dry tasting.
I'm just not. I'm not a huge fan of pork.
Same, honestly. Pork's
Honestly,
pretty mid.
same. Pork is one of those meats. Pork's one of those meats that has got a very strong meaty flavor, and because I'm cutting back on so much of it, it's just a bit. It's got a funny taste now for me, so I end up like just feeling a bit sick if I eat it.
Beef
I probably
and,
don't like that
beef and chicken are where it's at. Like I like lamb, but I don't know. Recently it's just like I find lamb chops annoying, and it's entirely based on the cooking. It's just like I fucking hate cooking lamb chops. Like a roast lamb is good, lamb in a souvlaki is fine, but lamb chops I'm just like, ugh, I hate doing this.
It's the most versatile.
Yeah, chicken. I think my main way of liking lamb is with barbecue, where you make like lamb chops or like little lamb like cutlets, or whatever the hell they call the tiny little fucking ones. And you have them as like a thing in a barbecue, because then you have like chicken, and you got beef, and then you have like lamb as almost like a side.
Yeah,
because like you don't have very much of it, but it's good because it has a completely different flavor to everything else on the plate.
It's like that's the thing when we do dinner lamb chops. It's just the lamb chops. Like very rarely we ever make a side with that because it's just like there's so much lamb chops. So it's just like, oh, get a fucking slice of white, put it on there, put some barbecue sauce, and I'll have like 3 or 4 of those sandwiches for dinner.
Jesus.
Well,
Yeah,
not
lamb
3, 4,
chops
1 or
with
2.
yeah, like lamb chops with like a nice salad, or some veggies and chips and stuff is such a good mix.
But like,
I'm big on the balanced plate of food. You don't have too much of any one thing. Is well, you get sick of it halfway through eating it.
I hate like the one. Okay, one more thing and then we'll talk. So we got a barbecue last year, and Mum was like, "You're not grilling in the house anymore. That's just the thing. You're not cooking steak. You're not cooking lamb. You're not cooking pork chops. Anything that can go on the oven is going on the oven." And I'm like, "That's fine." So we've got a whole outdoors kitchen set up, so I'm cooking out there maybe once or twice a week, depending on what's happening. Especially with Mum at home now, she cooks the majority of food. No, she's not working nights. But whenever I do outdoor cooking, I like when I flavor the meats at like 6 o'clock, 5:50, ready to go out to the barbecue. And when I leave, I'm like, "Hey, can you make a side?" And it's like, fine. Usually it's fine, but this week I did that, and I was like, "What's the side?" She's like, "I didn't make any." He's like, "All right, so now dinner's delayed by 15 minutes because I have to make a side." Like, we could just have the steak by itself. No one would complain, but I wanted the side.
Yeah,
It feels weird just eating a steak on its own.
Well, everyone would make it a sandwich. Like, that's the thing.
I don't do that.
Greeks just make everything a sandwich.
I make everything a sandwich. Maybe I'm Greek.
It's just like, because like
name check out.
the perfect Coca-Cola. I like 2 really good Coca-Colas. My risotto, I really like the risotto I make, and I like it's like shitty fucking carbonara sachets from Coles, and mushrooms, grill them up with a steak is like the perfect meal.
Sounds so good.
Because like I want to learn how to make a good mushroom sauce, or mushroom gravy, because I'd love to make that, like have that with steak. It's like mushroom sauce is my favorite sauce to have with steak.
All right.
Except you can't eat mushrooms. All right.
We're back on it. We're back on the screen for a couple minutes, but it's okay. We're talking about good things like steak. It is the 29th of September, a Monday morning, as you all wake up once again in your house. And the day is yours.
When we all come down and we meet up, Haito's like, "All right, well, it's been 2 days. Do people want to spend another day in the city, or is the goal here to now look for where we're going next?"
I feel like it would be a good idea to figure out where we're going to be heading in direction-wise next, sooner than later, considering we still have a lot to, do.
Well, then, because I really want to get out of this house, No offense to the house. I've been here for 2 straight days doing nothing but math for 24 hours. I'm going to go for a walk down to the guild hall to see if there are any new quests.
I'll come
I'll
with you.
come with.
I think, yeah, I kind of agree. I think it'd be good to maybe do a quest or two after everything.
Definitely.
But a small quest.
What is something that takes us somewhere else, you know? Like, so we can start looking into the next area.
Yeah.
Oh, already? You don't want to do some more stuff around here? You just want to go somewhere else?
No, I just thought that was the consensus 2 days ago. Looks up towards the sky. I think it was 2 days ago. People were thinking about potentially looking for what next, the other nations to see if this is happening here, what's happening in other nations, you know?
Hmm.
I think it's
Got a
also a
point.
good idea to think that we're still on the look for our initial boons.
And there is the fact there is always the horse led to water clue we were given that I still haven't been able to find any information on. Tried a little bit, haven't succeeded. Maybe I should ask the church. This is awesome. Maybe we should have asked at the church. Oh well.
Hang on, I think we had a potential idea for that. I don't think we.
My idea, I had some ideas. One of them was that it would have something to do with the oasis, potentially like maybe the bottom of the oasis. There's something. The other idea was all the way that other city we haven't been to yet. Maybe given it's far out by the coast, that could also be an idea. But neither of those are me working with any actual evidence. It's just that we know that this god, the horse is under the pantheon of the god of this realm, so it's probably in this region for that boon.
Yeah. Like maybe it's like wherever the Umani, the horse deity is. Like maybe his trial involves taking him to some sort of body of water, like the oasis or the ocean or something else. But we don't know where he is.
Well, might actually stop into this. I don't know why I didn't think of this. I might go by the church and just ask them if they have any knowledge about Umani and the water.
And horses and water.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they drink or not.
But first off, let's see if there's any new quests.
Okay.
Okay.
As the lot of you finish up your breakfast, you make your way to the Aviran Adventuring Guild, or the Scarlet Guild, as it's colloquially called. As you approach the boards full of quests, they all seem to be empty.
Makes sense.
Well,
That does make sense. They're
Yeah.
just recovering from being sieged. Well, I guess
The
that gives us
three,
more, then maybe.
the assistants are still at the front. I will also point that out. But that's about it.
Kill people.
Yeah.
Hi, I imagine it's probably going to be a while before quests and whatnot start showing back up again.
Vang is sort of oh fuck, I forgot her name. I knew who I was doing, but I forgot her name. Aquila is like saying things, obviously like stopping for a few seconds after looking at the group and then looking down. No, Vang said that we had the Sultan recommended that we maybe shut down all quests and for at least a week. We shall have some back on the 5th. That's when he told us to stop posting again, but given the situation, he assumed that either that if they wanted to do anything, adventurers can help around town if needed, take some time off, or go to the labyrinth.
Well, fair enough. Well, that does give us actually a couple more days to look into that. That thing. I'm trying to think of words. Not good at them. Look into the thing I was talking about. It gives us some days. That's the one.
Oasis, water. horse
Clue, I guess. Look into the clue. Yeah, whatever.
puzzle.
Okay, I guess the church is
riddle?
our next stop. Anyway, have a nice day, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, have a good day.
See ya.
Kaido, your insight is fucking.
Yeah.
Something's happened.
Like I imagine like people start moving out, like and like I can kind of pick up little things like that. I would step forward after that and probably like just in a like hushed tone, not loud as like it's sort of hello, how you doing, like a more quiet, as sort of personal. Like, is everything alright?
Yeah, no, it's all good. I'm having, yeah.
You sure? You seem a bit spaced out.
No, I'm good.
Now I'm going to insight.
Would you want us to check on something while we have free time?
No.
Are you?
I'm good.
No.
Yeah. Wait. Did you? Like, are you doing this separate from us, or?
A little bit
Are we-
separate, but like she
are
didn't
we
really
there?
make it silent. Like
Okay.
it's hushed, but like not hushed. If that makes sense.
Hato's
Not-
also doing something. As he turns back and sees this. I'll let you, might do a thing.
Yeah,
Um,
actually,
Haito-
before that, I'm going to roll a perception just to see if I even pick up, like, any words being said.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I have picked it up or not.
okay.
Since it's quietly said.
Yeah, like Haito's gonna look over, kind of see this, and if he notices like that she looks concerned or is like trying to hide something, like that's all inside as well. If so,
Yeah.
do I roll good? I'd say it's
Actually,
probably a pretty good roll.
I'll roll perception if I see it. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I am going to just use an item I have never used before, as Haito is going to subtly try to use the Medallion of Thoughts to use the Detect Thoughts spell just to skim the surface thoughts.
I think you used it on Z.
I might have used it on C. Don't remember. If I did, I've already forgotten.
You,
Second time.
yeah, unless you have the spell, you used it on Z.
I don't know.
with the two of you sort of looking back from the distance, and Kaede like first seeing this and then like talking to her a bit more, you all notice that like she's like generally fine, but then she looks up at May and then like immediately like moves away her vision, and she does this like several times. Haito, Haito in your head, you hear it's like, I can't believe she's here after what she did.
Is this like a fangirling moment?
Oh, this is like hyper embarrassed, like obviously like something happened, but like it's not like fangirling about her or anything like that. It's just like, like I can't look at her right now, but she's so pretty.
Haito is going to just he's not going to say anything directly, but he's going to be like, come on, Kaede, like we should get moving. We have daylight burning.
I think upon sort of just like, I imagine I can make a check like actively if need be, but even like passively, just sort of that quick like gaze inspection on just like sort of where the eye contact's going, like what sort of like posture, like movement, sort of realizing this isn't like, it doesn't seem to be like concerning, like it's like, oh, you know, something's worrying them, but it's not like a actively like trying to hide like someone's dying.
No, it's immediate. It's like it's very like sporadic. As soon as she sees May, she stiffens up, takes like half a beat, looks away, and then slackens, and it's just constantly like she's.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the mirror.
So,
this is what it looks like.
Kaede sees that does Mayu with her insight.
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that if she's further away. Okay.
Yeah.
Instantly picking up on that. Instantly is just like, because at first it's like a concern of like, oh, you know, is there something wrong, and like sort of going to approach and then just being like,
Yeah,
but
I
doesn't
think like
say anything.
I think like while people are like getting that gist of it, like I had to maybe a step ahead just because of the magic that he has. Like Kaede will like sort of after asking his questions, sort of realize, and it slowly goes like, like in the sort of sense of like ending a conversation, she's like, all right, well, if there is issues like at all, just let us know, and she'll just sort of, move away. Like just sort of like realizing it's not like an actual thing, but like not like just rudely like leave and be like, oh, it's nothing. Like
Yeah, she's like, bye.
Yeah,
they-
so
Like,
May,
Yeah.
like, I think with a 15, like, yeah, May notices that, like, that you linger behind or, like, that you're talking, but she didn't pick up on the, nuances. But yeah, but basically, yeah, as we're leaving, she'll just be like, bye, Aquila, thanks again for the info.
Bye.
I think it's like we're leaving as well. Like when
If
we're
a
out of,
dragon
like,
could blush,
earshot.
she be blushing.
It's just if it's
What's
pretty much
for-
hinge of scale.
Once we're out of earshot of her as well, like Maya would approach me and be like, "She's pretty cute, isn't she?"
I guess.
Where have I
Like,
heard this before?
for-
She's pretty cute.
Yeah, for a for a dragonborn.
You
Like,
think she
normally
likes
they-
tea?
Do I
Question
know that? Has that been because like I've
Mhm.
like obviously like off camera I've like chatted with her. Would she have mentioned tea?
As in, like, tea or, like, gossip tea?
Like
Uh,
the drink,
I-
dumbass.
Oh.
I You
Mate,
made me
I'm
question-
half paying
you made
attention
me
right now.
question I know
I'm doing
what
three
I meant, but I was interpreting it as the drink.
Yeah, it was the drink.
No, I want the gossip.
I
Feel
mean,
that, David.
I don't know if Quilla knows the other kind of tea.
hanging out with her, like, you've had tea before, but, like, it's very much been, like, after your training with her and all that stuff, like, general cooldown, hanging out together.
Yeah, I was just like, me and Maya found a really nice place around this area. Like, talked about the little tea shop they've been to. Maybe everything going on. Maybe she needs maybe she'll need a bit of a break. Maybe May, you should just invite her to go somewhere to have a nice lunch together since you're such good friends.
Oh yeah, and you guys
I-
do spend a little bit of time together as well. Like it might be nice to like after what you've been like, what was it, training or something with her?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
always
indeed.
nice to sit down and have a nice cup of tea after a hard day's work. I think that she'd really appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we do. We will have a bit of tea afterwards, but it's usually just in the guild hall with whatever's there. Like, yeah, maybe it'd be nice to go to an actual place.
Oh, they make
Trust me, this
lovely
place
Yeah,
is
she-
perfect.
We should.
little cakes and
Yeah.
stuff too. It's great.
Yeah, it'd be good to have one more to hang out with her one more time before we leave when we decide to leave.
You should honestly,
it's like, say
before we
goodbye.
leave, yeah, you should bring her around as well. Like, show her the manor. It's with all this extra space and whatnot. Like, if you need to do training, what a better place? You got the privacy. You have all the resources. It makes perfect sense.
And any friend of
I
May's
think-
is a friend of mine.
Just like a sort of loud bit of coughing. It's like I think the turn to the church is this way. You're heading forward, guys.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. So tell us more
Doesn't
about
pick up, and
it.
it's like okay. But yeah, like I actually know. I feel like I've known Kaide long enough to know her cues of like, hey, maybe you should back up a little bit. She's just
Anyway,
like, she gets that look on her face, like okay, and then
It's
like,
not hard to tell.
"Grr."
Kaede has a tiny bit of sympathy there.
No, Haito was full. Haito was like full wingman mode of like, tell me about how much do you know about her? Like, it's like trying to learn what he can subtly so he can be like, all right, I'm gonna help out here. It's part of the bro code,
I think.
yeah, I mean,
that,
she.
I think that
Sure.
like, so there you go.
There you go.
Like when Kaide sort of does like the cue for us to like give May some air, she'd probably move to where Kaide's walking, who's probably, I'm assuming, like ahead a little bit,
He's
and
like,
it's just sort of like under her breath a little bit like, Something along the lines of like spoil sport.
I feel like it's best
Just
to
like
go through.
jokingly. I think they'd be cute together.
And my initial comment on intruding remains firm.
It's not intruding if it's being helpful.
Mm,
In the background, Haito has not stopped. He's just still asking questions.
Yeah, well, she like answers, your questions like as honestly as she can, but like she's like clearly confused in the sudden interest.
I like to imagine as we're getting close,
You're like,
like,
if you,
you finish
like, I
first.
mean, if you want to get to know her better, you can come with us.
That sounds like a great idea. Maybe after you guys have found that if you guys like the tea shop, you can let us know, and maybe Mayu and myself can come along one time.
Wow, smooth.
Well, on a different one, you can come to the goodbye one, or depending on
Whenever,
how long
honestly.
we here. If the next one might be the goodbye one.
Any option works. We'll just find out what fits our time, you know? We don't want to intrude.
When you want to go?
Oops,
Tomorrow I'm
we
busy that day.
We
Really,
at this
I
point,
said that last one loud enough for Kaede to hear.
Maya would
No,
probably
she's
hit a
hearing.
point where she's like now being like, "Oh, we think we nearly missed our turn off, guys." To
Yeah,
try and
sounds-
like get
sounds fun.
Haito's attention.
No, I was gonna-
Because
I was gonna imagine,
Because-
like, you first.
it's like now she's trying to get Haito to like move away because he's like trying to set up a double date. And she's like, "No, we need to go on their own."
No,
They
let
have to go on their own date
first.
first.
A couple times, and then we go to make him comfortable.
But she's also really bad at trying to like hint him away. Like the cough is a bit kind of like
Yeah.
out of place. Like,
And that's
Oh.
why I imagine, like, we arrived, like, to, like, in front of the church. Kaede sort of speaks of it. It's like, Haito, did you remember exactly what it was you needed to ask these people? We're here now.
Yeah, get horse led to water or something, okay? It's like,
You're
so,
the
okay.
one who has the best knowledge. Just go ahead.
I think their name was Umani, I believe, of
I haven't
the
written.
Force deity, but I didn't get what like
Umani?
the other title was.
It's like a
Umani.
flavor.
Ani.
Umahi.
Delicious horse.
Alternate
Sorry.
reality for quick a sec. Where it's just like, May's just like confused about the sudden interest. Like, oh, I mean, if you want to, did something happen with you and Mayu? Like,
Ooh, awkward. So
But,
yeah, sure, we can go. Yeah, just something happen.
Yeah, it's Umahi, and I forgot my notes because I have all this shit written down
Umami.
somewhere.
Mahi or meat? I have
Mahi.
Umani.
UMH.
Okay, no, sick.
You're both
Umahi.
wrong.
Yeah, and I've
Umami.
got yeah, and I've got that he's a horse, but I didn't get the like his elemental thing, like how Owagi was the stone goat.
He's the fire horse.
And he's also a fire horse. Yeah, because there's the
There's also maybe the
So, yeah,
fire
that's-
snake.
yep. Okay, yes. it's-
Don't go, and it's just in my mind just
Stone.
yelling, that's why he's the goat.
Join the go. The go.
slabs a basketball at a hurt. That's why he's the girl.
I like to think the stone goat is just like literally like the stone goat statue in Worms.
The concrete donkey.
Crushes you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think
Concrete donkey, but it's just
I
the
think it was a
goat.
donkey.
Yeah, as you enter the city, as you enter the temple, once again you see a small group of people, a bunch of acolytes, and Ruby just walking around doing things.
Yeah, Ruby ain't busy. Haito's gonna be like, perfect.
Yeah,
Exactly who we wanted to see.
I'll let him go. I want to explore the tapestry because I remember looking into it last time. I was just curious.
I'm gonna go with my boy.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, just like, hi, it's me again. Don't worry, everything's fine.
Probably.
You know, I was here 2 days ago.
We had a
Okay.
check.
Yeah, as you walk up to them, it's like, oh, hello.
Hello. my good friend May, as he waves to her, reminded me of this place being here, and given you guys are a church of, this is, I'm assuming, it's a church of Toriami, right?
Yep.
Toriami. He's like, given you're a church of Toriami, I had a piece of information about one of the Celestials I was hoping to learn from you all, assuming that if there's any source of information regarding the religion and the gods and the Celestials, this would be it. Essentially, we heard a term relating to Umahi, the fire. At least we believe Umahi, the fire horse. That from another individual, doesn't matter. The statement was just, the horse is led to water, and we wanted to know if that had any significance to Umahi's, everything. Or anything.
Is everything.
Is there like a tale of it happening? Is there just even a vague reference of something regarding it? Anything helps.
She sort of sits and thinks, as like, other than obviously being a play in the old adage, there is the tale that there was an old horse that was lost in the desert, and a group of nomads had found him. The horse was injured, mainly dehydrated, and so, they gave him as much water as they could spare. They slowly led the creature to the nearby oasis, where he drank. And for that, the party was blessed. The people, nomads, were blessed with solid travel throughout the rest of their lives. But that's really about it.
Ito does an unceremonious full the fist bump, yes! I knew that's going to make sense. It's like, yes! Like, sorry, I have been thinking over this for straight up 2 straight weeks, trying to think of any connections. I've asked a dozen different individuals what they know about this particular statement, and you've just, from what you've told me, given me the best clue I've had in said weeks and a bit, which is relating to an idea I was also kind of gauging on. So that is like slam dunk right there for what I was looking
Validation is what the word
May
I'm
gives him
looking
a mild pat on the back, good job, buddy.
for. Awesome. Thank you.
While he's doing the fist bump.
He's like, looks around, he's like, this is an awesome church. Here's 100 gold pieces. Just hands it to it.
Money.
Thank you.
Alright. Looks over at the others like, oh, thank God. Not going to lie. Sorry, not trying to be rude, talking to him again. This was legitimately the only reason I had to come. I was coming in here. I'm just very appreciative that just part of my brain that has been buzzing at me for the past week and a bit is finally calmed down.
asks for the church for a bit of help, which is something that they normally do. Receives it and generously gives 100 gold. Not to be rude or anything, but that's what I'm here for.
Oh no, yeah, basically be like, yo, I'm good. See ya.
Not to be rude. Man just donated a fuckload of money and did what the church was meant to do. Not to be rude.
I got just one follow-up question. Does the tale by any chance mention how long it took them to lead it to the oasis?
5 weeks.
Sits down for a bit, thinks. Other than that, it was lost. There's not really much told about that. Tales like this, they're not really accurate about length of time or anything. It's more about the gesture itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would assume at least a day.
Yeah, that's cool. I figured as much. As sometimes, tales will mention, after 40 days or 40 nights, they finally arrived. But yeah, they don't always. So I was wondering if it did have one.
No?
But that's okay. Thank you.
Gives a nod.
All right. The guy's like, anyone down for a little, excursion potentially? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe
Yeah,
today.
I'm down.
Maybe today.
Whatever.
Right, haven't we been to the Oasis?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was the
because
first place we went to.
it was. Yeah.
We failed our constitution checks constantly.
Yeah. We didn't have
Okay,
desert to put it in.
Hang on, I can't. Yeah, find the map. Oh, hang on. No, that's what. Okay. Yeah, because I guess what. Yeah, because no. So it's like, well, we need to. We need to find where he is first, don't we? Like the end point is the Oasis, but we need to know where he is to lead him to it.
Well, the quote wasn't that it's to lead a horse to water, it was the horse is led to, or was led to water. So my idea is the goal is the Oasis somehow. There's something there we missed. We didn't really look around all that much when we were there. Alternatively, it could be, if we know he was led to there, we know that's the end point, so we can kind of have a radius to search around,
Okay.
And start there
Yeah,
and work
because
backwards.
my idea was that we are supposed to be reenacting it,
Potentially.
but I mean, yeah, it's the it's the best lead we have.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't find a map, but I don't think it's that far away.
No, it's within the day.
Oh.
You can get there
Okay,
in
yeah, easy.
the day.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe there's a clue there. I don't
Half a
because
day's
I don't
travel.
remember seeing anything when we first went there. But yeah, now that we know that now we're looking for something.
Yeah, last time we went there, I was exhausted. I put up the bubble, and then I just sat in the bubble all day and was like, I'm good. I'm staying in the shade. All right. And so yeah, so all of a sudden has a lot more drive of like, we can do this thing. It's been on my mind for so long. Well, in that, does anybody have anything to do in the city today that we want to leave tomorrow, or are people good taking the half-day journey there now and we'll return tomorrow afternoon, hopefully?
Didn't you want to look at the tapestry, Kaede?
No, I was just looking just to distract myself, be away from it. I had nothing
Ah,
to
okay.
add.
Sorry, I thought you were like investigating it.
Just looking at it.
Okay.
Just taking it in. Because, like, I was already here before. Didn't really feel like talking. So I was just like, nah, fuck
Something
it.
to look at.
I can't remember who's carrying the rations. If anyone's carrying the rations.
I think we're
It's
mostly
Haito, because I
carrying...
don't think I have them.
We have 31 days of rations.
Yeah.
Once again, Darian's holding all the food.
Again.
Yeah.
I just track it all. It's not actually. He's not holding it all himself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can't keep getting away with this.
I can and I will.
I'm the food boy.
I'm the one who wins.
I'm the one who eats. Yeah.
Well, if we've got lots of rations, and I have a few healing potions, and yeah, I think I'm pretty much set.
Also, we definitely have enough food to get there and back. That's no problem at all.
Hmm.
Oh, I get to stretch my legs. This is great.
You should be doing that anyway, between your time sitting at the desk.
Looks to you, looks around. I get to stretch my legs. This is great. He says again, choosing not to comment about the horrible posture and seating he's been doing for the last 2 days.
You feel more energy efficient when you're able to actually, like, take better care of yourself.
Finally, a chance to stretch my. He's pointedly not looking at Kaite.
It's like, yes, the sky.
Yes, it is in fact High up.
Blue. Yes, blue sky is in the sky. What's over there?
Okay.
Runs.
They're into the oasis.
Yeah, you guys spend half a day going to the oasis. It's not that super far away, so it's quite hard to miss. It's 11:06. What do we want to do?
We should probably call it a night, Mary, and like we had a fairly average night last night, so I don't know. What do you reckon? That's just my opinion. I'm pretty tired, honestly.
I feel like even though I want to keep playing, we are about to potentially, hopefully, get into something interesting. So maybe it'd be a good time to pick that up next time. You know, the investigation of the oasis and all that.
And then a nice
So,
meal.
this feels like
forward.
It feels like a pretty good place to potentially end it.
A conclusion into a prologue for something new.
Okay. Yeah.
This is where the volume would end, and it'd be the next volume.
Would
Yeah,
it?
this is a chapter. This would be like a chapter end in a book. Like next chapter, they arrive at the oasis.
I think of it as a volume end.
Like they found the clue. You know, moving forward. Either way.
Okay.
We just went through the epilogue.
Thanks for joining us for session 30. Yes, we are on break. This is the final one. We would be back on I believe I said the 11th, but I have a party, and it's a cousin's party, so you can't get rid of that. So we're back on the 25th?
Yep.
Yeah, 25th of Jan. So that'll be when we're back for Isekai. So it's a bit of a break, but that sucks. Can't do anything about it.
We'll
Yeah.
be here.
We'll be here. You can watch me on Tuesdays. I'm playing Persona 4 Golden. I'm actually going to do saving the Yukiko stuff, so that'll be fun. Wednesdays more Digimon redigitized decode. Hopefully I get a new Digimon, because I feel like this one is going to die soon, just because he's so old. Such an old boy. I think I need a new one. Thursday is, I'm not entirely sure when we're stopping this, but for now it's Untitled Bringus Minecraft series. And by that I mean we're also probably taking a break from that. It just depends on when everyone needs to not do it for a bit. I think definitely after the 25th that week is, after the 28th that week's not happening. Oh, it's the 26th. We might not even have it then.
Oh god, no.
Depends on Boxing
I'm
Day.
not sure.
Kay has to work on Boxing Day.
No, I don't actually, because it's on a Thursday. I don't work Wednesday, Thursdays.
Oh, what
Hell
the
yeah.
fuck? So we might...
All the other Boxing Days kept falling on days I work.
So yeah, who knows?
Honestly, yeah, no, I don't know.
Definitely happening this week. I don't think anyone's said anything special on the 19th, but we'll see. Yeah.
Oh, plenty of
and then,
special things.
Like,
God,
name them all. List them all. Go ahead.
Just don't even elaborate. Just leave it on that. Leave them guessing.
I got two plans during the day. That's very important.
Plan A and Plan B. Bye.
And Friday's more Yakuza 4. We're gonna wrap up Tanimura Chapter 2. Hopefully we can get all of Tanimura done with that, but there was a lot of side quests to do this week. And yeah, next week will be the final D&D stream of the year, with session 78? That sounds right. 77 of Echoes of Forgotten. Party reunited with Salada. They're also trying to bully Aqua into doing the thing he needs to do.
He
I think
needs
that's
to.
the general
And I'll tell
consensus
him
of
to.
what's happening.
Just will tell him to.
That's what happens when you're goif now.
Yeah.
We won't put labels on that yet, do we?
No, you don't label me at all. I'll kill you.
I've seen her do it. But yeah. But thanks for coming, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.